Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English in Minutes 2.0. I'm Emma, your host for today. If you're new here, I'd like to tell you that we upload a new English learning video every day to help you improve your English faster and become more confident in everyday conversations. In today's episode, we're going to build one of the most important foundations for speaking English naturally: your everyday vocabulary. We're going to learn 300 useful English words that you can hear, understand, and use in real daily life. These are practical words connected to your home, family, morning routine, food, shopping, work, transportation, communication, feelings, health, travel, social situations, and many other parts of everyday life. But this lesson is not just about memorizing a long list of words. For every group of vocabulary, I'll help you understand what the words mean, how native speakers naturally use them, and how you can put them into simple and useful sentences. You'll hear plenty of real-life examples, short situations, pronunciation practice, listening practice, and speaking exercises, so you can actually use the vocabulary instead of simply recognizing it. As we move through the lesson, try to listen carefully to each word and example sentence, then repeat after me when you can. You can also write down the words that are new to you and create your own sentences with them. This will help you improve your vocabulary, listening, pronunciation, speaking, and even your writing at the same time. Some of these words may already look familiar to you, but knowing a word and being able to use it naturally are two different things. That's why we'll practice these words in everyday situations, so they become part of your active English vocabulary. By the end of this masterclass, you'll have practiced 300 useful English words that can help you understand conversations more easily and express yourself more clearly in daily life. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning lessons like this every day. So, grab a pen and paper if you'd like to take notes, listen carefully, repeat the examples aloud, and let's begin our 300 English words for everyday life vocabulary masterclass. Let's begin with words that are closely connected to the beginning of your day, because daily vocabulary becomes much easier to remember when you connect it to things you actually do. Our first word is wake. Wake means to stop sleeping. You can say, I wake up at 7 every morning. Notice that in daily conversation, we usually say, wake up. For example, I woke up late today, or what time do you usually wake up? Now, repeat this sentence slowly. I usually wake up at 7. Good. Now, think about your own life and complete the idea in your mind. I usually wake up at. This simple method of connecting vocabulary to your own routine will help you remember new words much faster. The next word is alarm. An alarm is a sound or device that tells you it is time to wake up or do something. You might say, my alarm goes off at 6:30. Or, I forgot to set my alarm last night. The phrase goes off is very common with alarms. It does not mean the alarm disappears. It means the alarm starts making a sound. Listen to this example. My alarm went off, but I turned it off and went back to sleep. Now, repeat. My alarm goes off at 6:30. You can also ask someone, did you set your alarm? This is a natural question when someone needs to wake up early. Our next word is bed. A bed is the place where you sleep. This is probably a word you already know, but let's make it useful in real English. You can say, I went to bed early last night, I'm still in bed, or I need to get out of bed. Notice the difference between go to bed and go to the bed. In most everyday situations, when we mean going to sleep, we simply say, go to bed. For example, I usually go to bed around 11. Practice that sentence aloud. I usually go to bed around 11. Now, imagine a friend calls you very late and asks, "Are you still awake?" You could answer, "No, I was already in bed." The word sleep is also essential. Sleep can be a noun or a verb. As a verb, we say, "I sleep for about 7 hours." As a noun, we might say, "I didn't get enough sleep last night." You can also say, "I slept really well," or "I couldn't sleep." In daily conversations, people often ask, "Did you sleep well?" A natural answer could be, "Yes, I slept great," or "Not really, I woke up several times." Listen and repeat. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Try to notice how useful this sentence is. You can use it when you feel tired at work, at school, or during a conversation with a friend. Our next word is tired. Tired means needing rest or sleep. You can say, "I'm tired. I feel tired today," or "I was too tired to cook." Be careful not to say, "I am tiring," when you mean that you need rest. Tired describes how you feel. Tiring describes something that makes you tired. For example, "The trip was tiring, so I felt tired afterward." Repeat, "I feel tired today." Now, make it more natural by adding a reason. I feel tired today because I didn't sleep well. The next useful word is morning. Morning is the first part of the day. You can say, "I have coffee every morning." "I had a busy morning." Or, "I'll call you in the morning." Notice that we usually say "in the morning," but when we use words such as every, this, or tomorrow, we do not need "in." We say every morning, this morning, and tomorrow morning. Listen carefully. I exercised this morning. I exercise in the morning. Both are correct, but they are used differently. Repeat. I usually exercise in the morning. Now, let's learn the word routine. A routine is a regular way of doing things. You can have a morning routine, a work routine, an exercise routine, or a bedtime routine. For example, my morning routine is very simple. You might continue. I wake up, shower, get dressed, and make breakfast. We often use the phrase daily routine when talking about activities we do regularly. Repeat. I have a simple morning routine. Now, think about your routine. What do you always do first? This kind of mental practice is important because vocabulary becomes active when you use it to describe your own life. Our next word is shower. A shower is a way of washing your body using water from above, and we often use the phrase, take a shower. In American English, take a shower is very common. You can say, I take a shower every morning, or I need to take a quick shower. You may also hear, I shower in the morning, which is also natural. Imagine you are getting ready to leave the house and someone asks, Are you ready? You could answer, almost. I just need to take a shower. Repeat. I need to take a quick shower. The next word is brush. Brush means to clean or smooth something using a brush. In daily life, we often talk about brushing our teeth or brushing our hair. You can say, I brush my teeth twice a day. You can also say, she brushed her hair before leaving. One very useful phrase is, don't forget to brush your teeth. Now, repeat. I brush my teeth after breakfast. Think about the difference between brush as a verb and brush as a noun. A toothbrush is the object you use, but brush describes the action. Our next word is toothpaste. Toothpaste is the substance you put on a toothbrush to clean your teeth. You might say, we're almost out of toothpaste, which means there is very little toothpaste left. Another useful sentence is, I need to buy a new tube of toothpaste. The word tube is commonly used for toothpaste. Imagine you are making a shopping list. You might say, We need toothpaste, soap, and shampoo. Repeat. We're almost out of toothpaste. This phrase, almost out of, is useful with many things. You can say, we're almost out of milk. I'm almost out of gas. Or, we're almost out of coffee. The next word is towel. A towel is a piece of cloth used for drying your body, hands, or face. You can say, can you give me a clean towel? Or, I forgot my towel in the bathroom. We also say bath towel, hand towel, and kitchen towel. Listen to this real-life example. The towel is still wet, so I'm going to get another one. Repeat. Can you give me a clean towel? This is simple vocabulary, but it is exactly the kind of English you need in everyday life. Our next word is soap. Soap is something used for cleaning your hands, body, clothes, or other things. You can say, wash your hands with soap, or we need more hand soap. Another common sentence is, there's no soap in the bathroom. Practice it. There's no soap in the bathroom. Now, imagine you are staying at a hotel. You could ask, could I get some more soap, please? This shows how one simple vocabulary word can become useful in travel, home life, and daily communication. The next word is mirror. A mirror is a surface that shows your reflection. You can say, I looked in the mirror. Not usually. I looked at myself in the mirror, although both are possible. For example, I looked in the mirror and noticed my hair was messy. You can also say, there's a large mirror in the bathroom. Repeat. I looked in the mirror before I left. This is a good sentence to practice the past tense as well as vocabulary. Our next word is dress. As a verb, dress means to put clothes on yourself or someone else. We often use get dressed. For example, I need to get dressed. Or, she got dressed quickly. Be careful because dress is also a noun meaning a type of clothing. But in the sentence, I got dressed, it is a verb expression. Repeat, I need to get dressed. Imagine someone is waiting for you outside. You can say, give me 5 minutes. I'm getting dressed. The next word is clothes. Clothes are the things you wear, such as shirts, pants, jackets, and socks. Notice the pronunciation. We usually pronounce clothes very smoothly, almost like clothes. You can say, I need to wash my clothes. These clothes are comfortable. Or, I changed my clothes after work. Remember that clothes is plural. We say, my clothes are clean, not my clothes is clean. Repeat. I need to wash my clothes this weekend. Our next word is shirt. A shirt is a common piece of clothing worn on the upper body. You can say, I'm wearing a blue shirt. Or, this shirt is too small. You might ask in a store, do you have this shirt in a larger size? That is a very practical sentence. Repeat slowly. Do you have this shirt in a larger size? You can change larger to smaller, depending on what you need. The next word is pants. In American English, pants are clothing that cover your legs from the waist down. You can say, these pants are too tight, or I need a new pair of pants. Notice that we say a pair of pants, even though we are talking about one item. You can also say, these pants fit well. Repeat. I need a new pair of pants. This phrase is especially useful when shopping. Our next word is shoes. Shoes are what you wear on your feet. You can say, put on your shoes. Take off your shoes. Or, these shoes are really comfortable. The phrases put on and take off are important. Put on your shoes means start wearing them. Take off your shoes means remove them. Repeat. I need to put on my shoes. Now, practice the opposite. I took off my shoes when I got home. The next word is comfortable. Comfortable means making you feel relaxed and physically at ease. You can talk about comfortable clothes, shoes, chairs, beds, or even situations. For example, these shoes are comfortable. This chair isn't very comfortable. Or, I feel comfortable speaking with her. Notice that comfortable does not only describe physical comfort. It can also describe emotional ease. Repeat, these shoes are very comfortable. Then try, I feel comfortable asking questions. Our next word is ready. Ready means prepared to do something. This word appears constantly in daily English. You can say, I'm ready. Are you ready to leave? Dinner is ready, or I'm not ready yet. One of the most common phrases is get ready. For example, I need 20 minutes to get ready. Repeat, are you ready to leave? Now, answer naturally. Almost. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. The next word is breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. You can say, I had eggs for breakfast. I usually skip breakfast. Or, what did you have for breakfast? Notice that we say for breakfast, not usually in breakfast. Repeat, I usually have breakfast around 8. You can also say, I'm making breakfast, if you are preparing the meal. Our next word is coffee. Coffee is one of the most common words you will hear in everyday conversations. You can say, I drink coffee every morning. Would you like some coffee? Or, let's grab a coffee. The phrase grab a coffee means to get coffee, often casually and sometimes together with someone. For example, do you want to grab a coffee after work? Repeat, would you like some coffee? Now, give a natural answer. Yes, please. I'd love some. The next word is tea. Tea is another common drink, and the language around it is similar to coffee. You can say, I prefer tea to coffee. Would you like a cup of tea? Or, I drink tea in the evening. In American English, both hot tea and iced tea are common. You might hear someone order, I'll have an iced tea, please. Repeat, would you like a cup of tea? Then answer, no, thanks. I already had one. Our next word is water. Water is essential vocabulary, but let's focus on useful expressions. You can say, can I have some water? I need to drink more water. Or, could you bring me a glass of water? At a restaurant, you might simply say, water is fine, thanks. Repeat, could I have a glass of water, please? This sentence is polite and useful in restaurants, hotels, offices, and homes. The next word is hungry. Hungry means wanting or needing food. You can say, I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Or, I'm getting hungry. The phrase getting hungry means that your hunger is beginning or increasing. For example, it's almost noon, and I'm getting hungry. Repeat, I'm starting to get hungry. Now, imagine your friend asks, do you want to eat something? You could answer, yes, I'm really hungry. Our next word is thirsty. Thirsty means wanting or needing something to drink. You can say, I'm thirsty. Are you thirsty? Or, I got really thirsty after my walk. A natural response might be, let's get something to drink. Repeat, I'm thirsty. I need some water. Notice how these simple words help you express basic needs clearly. The next word is kitchen. A kitchen is the room where food is prepared and often eaten. You can say, I'm in the kitchen. The coffee is in the kitchen. Or, I need to clean the kitchen. Imagine you are looking for someone at home. You ask, where's Emma? Someone might answer, she's in the kitchen making breakfast. Repeat, I'm in the kitchen making breakfast. Our next word is fridge. Fridge is the common short form of refrigerator. In everyday American English, people often say fridge. You can say, the milk is in the fridge. There's nothing in the fridge. Or, put the leftovers in the fridge. Repeat, The milk is in the fridge. Another useful sentence is, can you check the fridge? This might be said when you want someone to see whether you have a certain food item. The next word is milk. Milk is a common drink and ingredient. You can say, I need some milk for my coffee. We're out of milk. Or, can you pick up some milk on your way home? Pick up here means buy or get something. Repeat. Can you pick up some milk on your way home? That is an excellent everyday sentence and can be used with almost any item. Can you pick up some bread? Can you pick up some coffee? Can you pick up some fruit? Our next word is bread. Bread is another basic but essential food word. You can say, we need a loaf of bread. I had toast for breakfast. Or, the bread is fresh. A loaf is the usual unit for a whole piece of bread before it is sliced or as a packaged sliced product. You may hear, could you buy a loaf of bread? Repeat. We need a loaf of bread. You can also say, I'm almost out of bread. The next word is egg. An egg is a common breakfast food and cooking ingredient. We usually use the plural eggs when talking about breakfast. For example, I had eggs for breakfast. In a restaurant, someone might ask, how would you like your eggs? You could say, scrambled, please, or fried, please. For now, repeat, I had eggs for breakfast. Then practice the question, how would you like your eggs? Our next word is fruit. Fruit includes foods such as apples, bananas, oranges, grapes, and strawberries. You can say, I try to eat fruit every day. We need more fresh fruit. Or, what's your favorite fruit? Notice that fruit can often be used as an uncountable general noun. We say, I eat a lot of fruit. Repeat, I try to eat more fruit. This is a useful sentence when talking about healthy habits. The next word is apple. An apple is a very common fruit. You can say, I packed an apple for lunch. Would you like an apple? Or, these apples are really sweet. Notice the article an because apple begins with a vowel sound. We say an apple, not a apple. Repeat, I packed an apple for lunch. Now, make another sentence in your mind using apple. Our next word is banana. You can say, I usually eat a banana in the morning. The bananas aren't ripe yet. Or, I added a banana to my smoothie. The word ripe means ready to eat because the fruit has fully developed. Repeat, I usually eat a banana in the morning. Remember, one of the best ways to learn vocabulary is to combine a new word with a simple sentence you can actually imagine yourself saying. The next word is cook. Cook means to prepare food using heat, and it can also describe a person who prepares food. As a verb, you can say, I cook dinner every night. Do you like to cook? Or, I don't have time to cook today. Repeat, do you like to cook? A natural answer might be, yes, but I usually cook simple meals. Or you could say, not really, I prefer ordering food. Our next word is meal. A meal is an occasion when you eat food, such as breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can say, that was a great meal. I usually eat 3 meals a day. Or, I'm preparing a quick meal. Repeat, I'm preparing a quick meal. The adjective quick is useful because people often talk about a quick breakfast, a quick lunch, or a quick meal when they are busy. The next word is lunch. Lunch is the meal usually eaten around the middle of the day. You can say, what are you having for lunch? I brought my lunch from home. Or, let's have lunch together. At work, someone might ask, do you want to grab lunch? This means, would you like to go get lunch together? Repeat, do you want to grab lunch? Then answer, sure. What time? Our next word is dinner. Dinner is usually the main meal eaten in the evening. You can say, What's for dinner? I'm making dinner. Or, we went out for dinner last night. One of the most common household questions is, what's for dinner? Repeat that naturally. What's for dinner? A possible answer is, I'm making chicken and rice. The next word is plate. A plate is a flat dish used to hold food. You can say, put the food on a plate. Can you bring me a clean plate? Or, I left my plate on the table. Repeat, can you bring me a clean plate? In a restaurant or at someone's home, knowing simple object words such as plate, cup, fork, spoon, and knife helps you communicate clearly. Our next word is cup. A cup is a small container used for drinking. You can say, I'd like a cup of coffee. Can I have a cup of tea? Or, this cup is empty. Notice how we often use the structure a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or sometimes a cup of water. Repeat, I'd like a cup of coffee. This structure is worth practicing because it appears constantly in everyday English. The next word is glass. A glass is a container used for drinking, especially water, juice, or other cold drinks. You can say, can I have a glass of water? Or, she poured a glass of juice. The word glass can also refer to the material, but here we are focusing on the drinking container. Repeat, can I have a glass of water? Notice how naturally this combines with the vocabulary we learned earlier. Our next word is table. A table is a piece of furniture with a flat top. You can eat at a table, work at a table, or put something on a table. You can say, breakfast is on the table. Please put your phone on the table. Or, we sat around the table and talked. At a restaurant, you might say, we need a table for two. Repeat, we need a table for two. Please. This is a very useful restaurant phrase. The next word is chair. A chair is something you sit on. You can say, have a seat in this chair. This chair is comfortable. Or, can I move this chair? Repeat, this chair is comfortable. Now connect the word chair with another word we learned earlier. This chair is more comfortable than that one. Combining old vocabulary with new vocabulary helps strengthen your memory. Our next word is clean. Clean means not dirty, and it can be an adjective or a verb. As an adjective, you can say, the kitchen is clean. As a verb, you can say, I need to clean the kitchen. You might also say, these clothes are clean, or, can you clean the table? Repeat, I need to clean the kitchen. Now, listen to the difference. The kitchen is clean. I need to clean the kitchen. Same word, different grammatical role, but both are extremely common. The next word is dirty. Dirty means not clean. You can say, my shoes are dirty, the dishes are dirty, or this table is dirty. You might hear a parent say, don't put your dirty shoes on the couch. Repeat, my shoes are dirty. Now, practice a useful contrast. These clothes are clean, but those clothes are dirty. Our next word is wash. Wash means to clean something using water, often with soap. You can wash your hands, wash your face, wash your clothes, wash dishes, or wash your car. You can say, I need to wash my hands. Did you wash the dishes? Or, I'm washing my clothes. Repeat, I need to wash my hands. This word is easy, but it appears in many daily situations. The next word is dish. A dish can mean a plate or bowl used for food, but it can also mean a prepared type of food. In daily household English, we often use the plural dishes. For example, I need to wash the dishes, or can you put the dishes away? In a restaurant, you might also say, this is my favorite dish, meaning your favorite prepared food. Repeat, I need to wash the dishes. Now, repeat, This is my favorite dish. Same word, two related meanings. Our next word is home. Home is the place where you live, but it also carries the idea of belonging and comfort. You can say, I'm going home, I'm at home, or I work from home. Notice that we usually do not use to in the phrase go home. We say, I'm going home, not I'm going to home. Repeat, I'm going home after work. This is one of the most useful everyday sentences you can learn. The next word is house. A house is a building where people live. Home and house are related, but they are not always identical. A house is the physical building. Home is the place where you live and feel that you belong. You can say, they bought a new house. Her house is near the park. Or, come to my house this weekend. Repeat, her house is near the park. You might live in a house, an apartment, or another type of home. Our next word is room. A room is a separate area inside a building. You can say, I'm in my room. The room is too hot. Or, we need more room. Notice that room can also mean space. For example, there isn't enough room in the car. Repeat, the room is too hot. Then practice another meaning. There isn't enough room in my bag. The next word is door. A door is what you open to enter or leave a room or building. You can say, open the door, close the door, someone is at the door, or don't forget to lock the door. Repeat, don't forget to lock the door. This sentence is especially useful in everyday home life. Our next word is window. A window is an opening in a wall, usually covered with glass, that allows light and air to enter. You can say, can you open the window? Please close the window. Or, I sat near the window. Repeat, can you open the window? Now, imagine the room is cold. You could say, could you close the window? Please? Practicing opposite actions such as open and close together makes vocabulary easier to remember. The next word is key. A key is a small object used to open or lock something, such as a door or car. You can say, I can't find my keys. Did you bring your house key? Or, I left my keys on the table. Notice that people often say keys in the plural because they carry more than one key. Repeat, I can't find my keys. This is one of those sentences you may hear very often in real life. Our next word is phone. A phone is an essential part of modern daily life. You can say, where's my phone? My phone is almost dead. I need to charge my phone. Or, I'll call you on my phone. The phrase, my phone is almost dead, means the battery is almost empty. Repeat, I need to charge my phone. Now, listen to another useful sentence. I left my phone at home. The next word is charger. A charger is a device used to put electrical power into a phone, laptop, or other device. You can say, do you have a charger? I forgot my phone charger. Or, can I borrow your charger? Repeat, can I borrow your charger? This is a useful question at work, at school, while traveling, or when visiting someone. Our next word is battery. A battery stores energy and provides power to devices. You can say, my battery is low, the battery is almost dead, or I need to charge the battery. With phones, people often simply say, my phone is at 10%. Repeat, my battery is almost dead. Now, imagine someone asks you to make a long phone call. You could answer, sure, but my battery is pretty low. The next word is message. A message is information sent to someone by text, phone, email, or another method. You can say, I sent you a message. Did you get my message? Or, leave me a message. Repeat, did you get my message? A very common everyday situation is when someone does not reply. You might say, I sent her a message this morning, but she hasn't answered yet. Our next word is call. Call means to contact someone by phone, and it can also be a noun. You can say, I'll call you later. Can you call me when you get home? Or, I missed your call. Repeat, I'll call you later. Then practice. I missed your call. Notice how useful this word becomes when combined with time expressions such as later, tonight, tomorrow, or after work. The next word is text. As a verb, text means to send someone a written message using a phone. You can say, text me when you arrive. I'll text you the address. Or, she texted me this morning. Repeat, text me when you arrive. This is one of the most natural and useful phrases in modern American English. Our next word is address. An address tells you where a person or place is located. It can also mean an email address. You can say, what's your address? I'll send you the address. Or, I entered the wrong address. Repeat, I'll text you the address. Notice how we can combine the last two vocabulary words into one natural sentence. The next word is leave. Leave means to go away from a place. You can say, I leave home at 8. What time are you leaving? Or, we need to leave now. It can also mean to put something somewhere and not take it with you. For example, I left my keys on the table. Repeat, we need to leave now. Then repeat, I left my phone at home. Context helps you understand which meaning is intended. Our next word is late. Late means after the expected or correct time. You can say, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. The bus is late. Or, I stayed up late last night. Repeat. Sorry, I'm late. This is a very important everyday phrase. Another useful sentence is, I'm running late, which means you are likely to arrive later than planned. Repeat. I'm running late. The next word is early. Early means before the expected or usual time. You can say, I woke up early, I arrived early, or, let's leave early to avoid traffic. Repeat. I woke up early today. Now, practice the contrast. Yesterday I was late, but today I arrived early. Our next word is time. Time is one of the most frequently used words in English. You can ask, what time is it? What time do you start work? Or, do you have time? You can also say, I don't have enough time. Take your time. Or, it's time to go. Repeat, what time is it? Then, it's time to go. The phrase take your time means there is no need to hurry. The next word is hurry. Hurry means to move or do something quickly because there is not much time. You can say, we need to hurry. Hurry up, or there's no need to hurry. Be careful with the tone of hurry up because it can sound strong depending on how you say it. A softer expression is, we should get going. Repeat, we need to hurry or we'll be late. Our next word is work. Work can refer to your job or the activity of doing your job. You can say, I'm going to work. I have a lot of work today. What time do you start work? Or, I work from home. Notice that we say go to work, but go home. Repeat, I'm going to work. Then, I have a lot of work today. The next word is job. A job is the work you do regularly to earn money. You can say, I have a new job. I'm looking for a job. Or, she loves her job. Work and job are related, but we use them differently. Job is countable. You can have a job or two jobs. Work is usually uncountable when referring generally to your employment tasks. Repeat, I'm looking for a new job. Our next word is office. An office is a place where people work, especially at desks or in professional settings. You can say, I'm at the office, I'll be in the office tomorrow, or our office is downtown. Repeat, I'll be in the office tomorrow. If you work remotely, you might say, I usually work from home, but I go to the office twice a week. The next word is busy. Busy means having a lot to do. You can say, I'm busy right now. Today has been really busy. Or, are you busy this afternoon? Repeat, I'm a little busy right now. A polite way to tell someone you cannot talk is, sorry, I'm a little busy right now. Can I call you later? Our next word is meeting. A meeting is a planned time when people come together to discuss something. You can say, I have a meeting at 10. The meeting starts in 5 minutes. Or, I'm in a meeting right now. Repeat, I have a meeting at 10. Another useful sentence is, can we move the meeting to tomorrow? This means change the meeting to a different time. The next word is email. Email can be a noun or a verb. You can say, I sent you an email. Did you see my email? Or, I'll email you the details. Repeat, I'll email you the details. In professional life, this is one of the most useful words you can know. Our next word is reply. Reply means to answer a message, email, or question. You can say, please reply when you have time. She hasn't replied yet, or, I need to reply to this email. Repeat, I need to reply to this email. A similar word is respond, but reply is especially common with messages and emails. The next word is help. Help means to make something easier for someone or to give support. You can say, can you help me? Do you need help? Or, thanks for your help. Repeat, can you help me with this? Notice the structure, help me with. For example, can you help me with this form? Can you help me with my bags? Can you help me with my English? Our next word is problem. A problem is a difficulty that needs to be solved. You can say, I have a problem. There's a problem with my phone. Or, no problem. Interestingly, no problem is commonly used to mean, that's okay. Or, you're welcome. Repeat, there's a problem with my phone. Then repeat, no problem. I can help you. Now, let's stop for a short practice exercise using some of the words you have learned so far. I'm going to describe a situation, and I want you to think of the best vocabulary word before I say it. Imagine it is 7 o'clock in the morning. A sound from your phone tells you it is time to stop sleeping. What is that sound called? An alarm. Good. Now, you get out of bed, go to the bathroom, and clean your teeth. What verb do we use? Brush. You brush your teeth, then you wash your body under running water. What do you take? A shower? After that, you put on your clothes. What common expression do we use? Get dressed. Let's continue. You go to the kitchen and want something to eat because your body is asking for food. How do you feel? Hungry. You want something to drink because you need water. How do you feel? Thirsty. You open the cold appliance where you keep milk and other food. What is it called? The fridge. You take out milk, eggs, and fruit and prepare the first meal of your day. What is that meal? Breakfast. Excellent. Now, you are prepared to leave. What adjective describes you? Ready? You look at the clock and realize you should already be outside. You are after the planned time. What word describes the situation? Late. You need to move quickly. What verb do we use? Hurry. Now, let's turn these words into one natural daily life story. Listen first. And then you can repeat the story sentence by sentence. I woke up late this morning because I didn't hear my alarm. I was still tired, but I got out of bed and took a quick shower. I brushed my teeth, got dressed, and went to the kitchen. I was hungry, so I made eggs and had a cup of coffee. Then I checked the time and realized I was running late for work. I grabbed my phone, found my keys, put on my shoes, and left the house. My phone battery was low, so I put my charger in my bag. On the way to work, I sent a message to my coworker and said, "I'm running a little late. I'll be there soon." Now, listen again, but this time pay attention to how many vocabulary words from today's lesson appear naturally in just one short story. I woke up late this morning because I didn't hear my alarm. I was still tired, but I got out of bed and took a quick shower. I brushed my teeth, got dressed, and went to the kitchen. I was hungry, so I made eggs and had a cup of coffee. Then I checked the time and realized I was running late for work. I grabbed my phone, found my keys, put on my shoes, and left the house. This is exactly how vocabulary works in real life. Words do not usually appear alone. They connect to situations, actions, objects, feelings, and other words. Now, I want you to practice speaking with your own version of that story. You do not need to copy every sentence. Start with, "This morning, I woke up at..." Then say what you did next. Maybe you took a shower, maybe you made breakfast, maybe you drank coffee or tea, maybe you were early, or maybe you were running late. Try to use at least 10 words from the lesson. You could say, "This morning, I woke up at 6:30. I got out of bed, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and got dressed. I went to the kitchen and made breakfast. I had an egg, some bread, and a cup of coffee. Then I found my keys, checked my phone, and left home for work." Even a simple practice exercise like this is a powerful speaking practice for you. Let's add another real-life practice situation. Imagine you are already at work. You sit down in your office and check your email. You have a message from a coworker asking for help. You are busy because you have a meeting soon, but you decide to reply. You might say, "Hi, I saw your message. I'm a little busy right now because I have a meeting at 10, but I can help you after the meeting. If it's urgent, call me." Notice how natural and practical these words are. Email, message, help, busy, meeting, reply, and call can all appear in a single everyday interaction. Now, repeat this short response slowly. "I saw your message. I'm a little busy right now. I have a meeting at 10. I can help you afterward. Call me if it's urgent." Good. These are not complicated sentences, but they are useful, flexible, and easy to reuse in many situations. Let's practice another way. I'll give you a word, and I want you to make a simple sentence about your own life before I give you an example. The word is coffee. Think of your sentence now. My example is, "I usually drink coffee in the morning." The next word is work. Make your sentence. My example is, "I start work at 9. The next word is phone. Make your sentence. My example is, "I always keep my phone in my bag." The next word is busy. Make your sentence. My example is, "I'm usually busy on Monday mornings." The next word is home. Make your sentence. My example is, "I like relaxing at home after work." This type of practice may seem simple, but it trains an important skill. When you speak English, you do not have a long time to search your memory for perfect sentences. You need familiar words to connect quickly with familiar sentence patterns. That is why you should not only learn what a word means, you should learn 1 or 2 sentences that naturally go with it. Instead of memorizing only hungry, remember, "I'm getting hungry." Instead of memorizing only late, remember, "I'm running late." Instead of memorizing only charger, remember, "Can I borrow your charger?" Instead of memorizing only meeting, remember, "I have a meeting at 10. These small sentence patterns make vocabulary much easier to use in real conversation. Another important habit is learning words in pairs or small groups. For example, learn clean and dirty together. Learn early and late together. Learn hungry and thirsty together. Learn open and close together when you practice door and window. Learn call, text, message, and reply as a communication group. Learn breakfast, lunch, dinner, and meal together as a food group. Your brain remembers connections more easily than isolated information. Let's practice some of those connections. If your shoes are not clean, they are dirty. If you arrive before the planned time, you are early. If you arrive after the planned time, you are late. If you need food, you are hungry. If you need something to drink, you are thirsty. If someone sends you an email and you answer it, you reply. If your phone has very little power, your battery is low. If you need to give your phone more power, you use a charger. If you are prepared to leave, you are ready. If you have many things to do, you are busy. Now, listen to this everyday conversation-style situation, even though I'll tell it as a single host example. Imagine someone says to you, "Are you ready to leave?" You answer, "Almost. I just need to find my phone and keys." The other person says, "We need to hurry. We're going to be late." You say, "I know. My phone was charging in the kitchen. Let me grab it." Then you look at your phone and say, "Oh, I have a message from work. I need to reply quickly." This short interaction includes ready, leave, phone, keys, hurry, late, charging, kitchen, message, work, and reply. Learning vocabulary through situations like this helps the words feel alive and useful. Here is another situation. Imagine it is the end of the day. You get home from work feeling tired. You take off your shoes, change your clothes, and walk into the kitchen. There are dirty dishes on the table, and the fridge is almost empty. You say to yourself, "I'm too tired to cook, but I'm really hungry." You check your phone and send a text to a friend. "Do you want to grab dinner?" Your friend replies, "Sure, I'm hungry too." Again, notice the vocabulary working together naturally. Home, work, tired, shoes, clothes, kitchen, dirty, dishes, table, fridge, cook, hungry, phone, text, dinner, and reply. Now, repeat a few useful sentences from that situation. "I'm too tired to cook. The fridge is almost empty. Do you want to grab dinner?" "Sure, I'm hungry too." These short sentences are excellent for shadowing practice. Listen to the rhythm, repeat the sentence, and try to copy the natural stress. You do not need to rush. Clear speech is more important than fast speech. Before we continue with more everyday vocabulary, take a moment to review what you have practiced. Think about your morning. What time do you wake up? Do you use an alarm? Do you feel tired when you wake up? Do you take a shower in the morning? What do you usually have for breakfast? Do you drink coffee, tea, or water? What time do you leave home? Are you usually early, on time, or late? Do you drive to work, work from home, or go somewhere else during the day? You can answer all of these questions using simple vocabulary from this lesson. Try answering aloud in full sentences. I wake up at 7. Yes. I use an alarm. I usually feel a little tired when I wake up. I take a shower before breakfast. I usually have eggs and bread. I drink coffee in the morning. I leave home at 8. I'm usually on time. I work at an office. These are basic sentences. But basic does not mean unimportant. Strong everyday English is built from clear, common, reusable vocabulary. Now, let's continue by expanding into words connected to moving through your day, going outside, transportation, shopping, and interacting with other people. because these are some of the most important situations where everyday vocabulary becomes necessary. Our next word is street. A street is a road in a town or city, usually with buildings along it. You can say, I live on a quiet street. The store is across the street, or be careful when you cross the street. Notice that we usually say someone lives on a street. For example, she lives on Pine Street. Repeat. The store is across the street. The phrase across the street is very common when giving directions. You might say, the bank is across the street from the grocery store. The next word is road. A road is a path for vehicles to travel on. Street and road are similar, but road is often used more generally, especially outside busy city areas. You can say, this road is very busy. The road is closed, or we took the wrong road. Repeat, the road is closed. Now, imagine you are driving and someone asks why traffic is slow. You might answer, I think there's construction on the road. Our next word is traffic. Traffic refers to the cars, buses, trucks, and other vehicles moving on roads. You can say, there's a lot of traffic today. Traffic is really bad this morning. Or, we got stuck in traffic. The phrase stuck in traffic is extremely common. It means you cannot move quickly because there are too many vehicles. Repeat. I'm stuck in traffic. You can use this phrase if you are going to be late. For example, sorry, I'm running late. I'm stuck in traffic. The next word is car. A car is one of the most common forms of transportation. You can say, I drive to work. My car is outside. Or, we need to put gas in the car. Another useful phrase is, get in the car. For example, come on, get in the car. We need to leave. Repeat, my car is parked outside. Notice how this word connects naturally with many other everyday words, such as drive, parking, gas, traffic, and road. Our next word is drive. Drive means to control a car or another vehicle. You can say, I drive to work every day. Can you drive? Or, I don't like driving in heavy traffic. In the past tense, drive becomes drove. For example, I drove home after dinner. Repeat, I usually drive to work. Now say, I drove home last night. Practicing present and past forms together can help you use the word more confidently. The next word is driver. A driver is a person who drives a vehicle. You can say, the driver stopped the bus. She is a careful driver. Or, the taxi driver was very friendly. Repeat, the driver was very helpful. This word is useful when talking about taxis, buses, ride services, delivery vehicles, and many other daily situations. Our next word is bus. A bus is a large vehicle that carries many passengers. You can say, I take the bus to work. The bus is late. Or, I miss the bus. Notice the phrase, take the bus. We usually say, take a bus, or take the bus, not ride by bus. In normal daily conversation, repeat, I take the bus to work. Another very common sentence is, what time does the next bus come? The next word is stop. Stop can be a verb meaning to end movement, but it can also be a noun, as in bus stop. You can say, the bus stops here. Please stop the car. Or, I'm waiting at the bus stop. Repeat, I'm waiting at the bus stop. Imagine you are on a bus and need to know where to leave. You could ask, is this my stop? Or, which stop is closest to the hospital? Our next word is train. A train is a form of transportation that travels on tracks. You can say, I take the train downtown. The train is delayed. Or, we missed our train. Another useful phrase is catch the train, which means to get on the train before it leaves. Repeat. We need to catch the train. Then practice. The train is running late. The next word is station. A station is a place where trains, buses, or other transportation services arrive and leave. You can say, I'll meet you at the station. The train station is nearby. Or, which station should I get off at? Repeat. I'll meet you at the station. The word station is also used in phrases such as gas station, police station, and radio station, so context tells you which meaning is intended. Our next word is ticket. A ticket is something that gives you permission to travel, enter an event, or use a service. You can say, I need to buy a train ticket. Where can I get a ticket? Or, I bought my ticket online. Repeat, I need to buy a ticket. This word is useful for buses, trains, airplanes, concerts, movies, museums, and many other situations. The next word is ride. Ride can mean traveling in a vehicle as a passenger or traveling on a bicycle, motorcycle, or similar vehicle. You can say, Can you give me a ride? I rode the bus downtown, or I ride my bike to work. The phrase give me a ride is very common in American English. It means take someone somewhere in your vehicle. Repeat. Can you give me a ride home? Our next word is bike. Bike is the common short form of bicycle. You can say, I ride my bike on weekends. I bought a new bike. Or, I left my bike outside. Repeat. I ride my bike to the park. If you use a bike for transportation, you might say, it's faster than walking when traffic is heavy. The next word is walk. Walk means to move on foot. You can say, I walk to work. Let's go for a walk. Or, it's only a 10-minute walk from here. Repeat. I usually walk to the store. Notice the common expression, go for a walk, meaning walk for exercise or relaxation. For example, I like to go for a walk after dinner. Our next word is corner. A corner is the point where two streets or surfaces meet. You can say, turn left at the corner. The coffee shop is on the corner. Or, I'll meet you at the corner. Repeat, turn left at the corner. This word is especially useful when giving or following directions. The next word is left. Left is a direction opposite right. You can say, turn left. The bank is on your left. Or, take the second left. Repeat, turn left at the light. This is a common direction you may hear when driving or walking. Our next word is right. Right can mean a direction, and it can also mean correct. Here we are focusing on direction. You can say, turn right. The store is on your right. Or, take a right after the bridge. Repeat, the pharmacy is on your right. Now, practice both directions together. Turn left at the corner. Then turn right at the next light. The next word is straight. Straight means without turning. When giving directions, people often say, go straight, or keep going straight. You can say, go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left. Repeat, go straight for 2 blocks. This is one of the most useful direction phrases in everyday English. Our next word is near. Near means close to something. You can say, I live near the park. Is there a grocery store near here? Or, the station is near my office. Repeat, is there a bank near here? This question is useful when traveling or exploring a new neighborhood. The next word is far. Far means a long distance away. You can say, is it far from here? My office is far from home. Or, it's not very far. Repeat, is it far from here? A natural answer could be, no, it's only a 5-minute walk. Our next word is map. A map shows the location of roads, places, cities, or areas. You can say, let me check the map. I found it on the map. Or, can you show me on the map? Repeat, let me check the map. In modern daily life, people often use map apps on their phones to get directions. The next word is direction. Direction tells you which way to go. We often use the plural directions. You can say, can you give me directions? I followed the directions. Or, I think we're going in the wrong direction. Repeat, can you give me directions to the station? Notice the phrase, directions to, for example, directions to the airport, directions to the hotel, or directions to your house. Our next word is lost. Lost means you do not know where you are or you cannot find something. You can say, I'm lost. We got lost on the way. Or, I lost my wallet. Notice that lost can describe location or missing possessions. Repeat, I think I'm lost. Another useful sentence is, excuse me, I'm a little lost. Can you help me? The next word is find. Find means to discover or locate something. You can say, I can't find my keys. Did you find the address? Or, I finally found the store. Repeat, I can't find my wallet. The past tense of find is found. I found my wallet under the chair. Our next word is place. A place is a location or area. You can say, this is a nice place. Do you know a good place to eat? Or, let's meet at the same place. Repeat, do you know a good place to eat? This is a very practical sentence when asking for recommendations. The next word is store. A store is a place where you can buy things. You can say, I'm going to the store. The store closes at 9. Or, there's a store near my house. Repeat, I need to go to the store. Notice that in American English, store is extremely common for many kinds of retail businesses. Our next word is shop. Shop can be a noun or a verb. As a noun, it means a place that sells products, though store is often more common in American English. As a verb, shop means to look for and buy things. You can say, I need to shop for groceries. We went shopping yesterday. Or, I like shopping online. Repeat, I need to shop for groceries. The next word is market. A market is a place where people buy and sell goods, especially food and fresh products. You can say, I bought vegetables at the market. The farmer's market is open on Saturday. Or, let's stop by the market. Repeat, I bought some fresh fruit at the market. Our next word is grocery. Grocery usually appears in phrases such as grocery store and groceries. Groceries are food and household items you buy regularly. You can say, I need to buy groceries. I'm at the grocery store, or we spent too much on groceries this week. Repeat, I need to buy groceries after work. The next word is cart. A cart is a container with wheels that you push around a store to carry the things you want to buy. You can say, grab a shopping cart. The cart is full. Or, I left my cart near the produce section. Repeat, the shopping cart is almost full. If you are buying only a few items, you may use a basket instead. Our next word is basket. A basket is a container used to carry things. In a store, a shopping basket is smaller than a cart. You can say, I only need a basket. Put the apples in the basket. Or, this basket is heavy. Repeat, I only need a few things, so I'll use a basket. The next word is price. Price means the amount of money you have to pay for something. You can say, what's the price? The price is too high, or this is a good price. Repeat, how much is this? That is often more natural than asking, what is the price? But both are useful. You can also say, the price went up, meaning something became more expensive. Our next word is Cheap. Cheap means costing little money. You can say, "This shirt was cheap." "I found a cheap hotel," or "These vegetables are cheaper at the market." Be aware that cheap can sometimes suggest low quality depending on the context. If you want a more positive word, you can say affordable, but cheap is still extremely common in everyday speech. Repeat. This store is cheaper than the one near my house. The next word is expensive. Expensive means costing a lot of money. You can say, "That restaurant is expensive." "These shoes are too expensive." Or, "Gas is getting expensive." Repeat. "This jacket is too expensive." Now, practice the contrast. This one is cheap, but that one is expensive. Our next word is sale. A sale is a period when products are sold at lower prices. You can say, "This shirt is on sale." "They're having a big sale," or "I bought it during a sale." Repeat. "These shoes are on sale." Notice the phrase "on sale," which means the price has been reduced. The next word is discount. A discount is a reduction in price. You can say, "Do you offer a discount?" "I got a 20% discount." Or, "There's a discount for students." Repeat. Is there a discount on this item? This is a useful shopping question. Our next word is cash. Cash means money in the form of bills and coins. You can say, "Do you accept cash?" "I don't have any cash." Or, "I paid in cash." Repeat. Do you accept cash? At some places, you may hear cash only, meaning cards are not accepted. The next word is card. A card can mean many things, but in shopping, it usually means a credit card or debit card. You can say, "Can I pay by card?" "I forgot my card." Or, "My card isn't working." In American English, you may also say, "Can I pay with a card?" Repeat, "Can I pay with a card?" Our next word is pay. Pay means to give money for something. You can say, "I need to pay for these groceries." "Who's paying for dinner?" Or, "Can I pay here?" Repeat, "Can I pay by card?" Notice the structure, pay for, when talking about the thing you are buying. I paid for lunch. She paid for the tickets. The next word is cost. Cost means the amount of money required to buy something. As a verb, you can ask, "How much does this cost?" You can also say, "It costs $20." Or, "That trip cost a lot of money." Repeat, "How much does this cost?" This is one of the most useful shopping questions you can learn. Our next word is money. Money is what we use to buy things and pay for services. You can say, "I don't have enough money." "I need to save money." Or, "I spent too much money this week." Repeat, "I'm trying to save money." Notice common combinations such as save money, spend money, earn money, and waste money. The next word is change. In a shopping context, change means the money returned to you when you pay more than the required amount. You can say, "Here's your change," "Keep the change," or "I think you gave me the wrong change." Repeat, "Here's your change." The phrase, "keep the change," means the other person can keep the small amount of extra money. Our next word is receipt. A receipt is a piece of paper or electronic record showing what you bought and how much you paid. You can say, "Can I have the receipt?" "Keep your receipt," or "I lost my receipt." Repeat, "Can I have a receipt, please?" Receipts are especially important when you need to return or exchange something. The next word is bag. A bag is a container used to carry things. You can say, "Do you need a bag?" "I brought my own bag." Or, "This bag is too heavy." Repeat, "I brought my own shopping bag." You can also use bag for backpacks, handbags, grocery bags, and travel bags. Our next word is buy. Buy means to get something by paying money for it. You can say, I need to buy some milk. Where did you buy that jacket? Or, I bought a new phone yesterday. The past tense of buy is bought. Repeat. I need to buy some groceries. Then practice. I bought a new shirt yesterday. The next word is sell. Sell means to give something to someone in exchange for money. You can say, they sell fresh bread here. This store sells electronics. Or, I want to sell my old bike. Repeat. They sell fresh fruit at this market. Buy and sell are useful words to learn together because they describe opposite sides of a transaction. Our next word is choose. Choose means to decide which person or thing you want from several options. You can say, you can choose any color. I can't choose between these two shirts. Or, which one did you choose? The past tense is chose. Repeat. I can't choose between these two. This is very useful in stores, restaurants, and everyday decisions. The next word is size. Size describes how large or small something is. You can say, what size do you wear? Do you have this in my size? Or, this is the wrong size. Repeat. Do you have this in a larger size? This sentence is extremely useful when shopping for clothing or shoes. Our next word is fit. Fit means to be the correct size or shape. You can say, these shoes fit well. This shirt doesn't fit me. Or, does this jacket fit? Repeat. This shirt fits perfectly. The past form can also be fit. For example, the dress fit well when I tried it on. The next word is try. Try means to make an attempt, but in shopping we often use the phrase try on for clothing. You can say, can I try this on? I want to try on these shoes. Or, she tried on 3 jackets. Repeat. Can I try this on? This is one of the most useful phrases in a clothing store. Our next word is return. Return means to take something back. In shopping, you return an item when you do not want to keep it or something is wrong with it. You can say, I need to return this shirt. Can I return this item? Or, I returned the shoes because they didn't fit. Repeat, I'd like to return this item. The next word is exchange. Exchange means to give one thing back and receive another in its place. You can say, can I exchange this for a different size? Or, I'd like to exchange this shirt. Repeat, can I exchange this for a larger size? Notice how useful this becomes when an item is the wrong size, color, or style. Our next word is wrong. Wrong means not correct. You can say, this is the wrong size. You gave me the wrong order. Or, I think I took the wrong bus. Repeat, I think this is the wrong item. The opposite of wrong is right or correct. The next word is customer. A customer is a person who buys goods or services. You can say, the customer asked for help. We have many customers today. Or, customer service is over there. Repeat, the customer asked for a refund. This word is especially useful in business and shopping contexts. Our next word is service. Service means work done for someone or the help provided by a business. You can say, the service was excellent. I need to contact customer service. Or, this restaurant has good service. Repeat, I need to contact customer service. This phrase is useful when dealing with orders, bills, deliveries, or technical problems. The next word is order. Order means to request food, products, or services. You can say, I'd like to order lunch. My order hasn't arrived. Or, I ordered this online. As a noun, you can say, my order is wrong. Repeat, I'd like to place an order. Another common phrase is place an order, which means make an order. Our next word is online. Online means connected to or using the internet. You can say, I bought it online. I work online, or you can order online. Repeat. I usually shop online. You can also use online with classes, meetings, banking, shopping, and many other modern activities. The next word is delivery. Delivery is the process of bringing something to a person or place. You can say, the delivery will arrive tomorrow. Is delivery free? Or, I'm waiting for a food delivery. Repeat. My delivery should arrive today. This is a very common word in modern everyday English. Our next word is package. A package is a box or parcel containing something. Often something that was ordered or sent. You can say, a package arrived for you. I'm expecting a package. Or, the package was damaged. Repeat. I'm expecting a package today. The next word is arrive. Arrive means to reach a place. You can say, I arrived at work at 9. What time will you arrive? Or, the package arrived this morning. Repeat. What time will you arrive? Notice that we usually say, arrive at, for specific places such as the airport or station, and arrive in, for cities and countries. But with home, we usually say, arrive home. Our next word is wait. Wait means to stay until something happens or someone comes. You can say, please wait here. I'm waiting for the bus. Or, I had to wait 20 minutes. Repeat. I'm waiting for my order. This word is useful in stores, restaurants, transportation, offices, and many other places. The next word is line. A line is a row of people waiting for something. You can say, there's a long line. I'm waiting in line. Or, the line is moving slowly. Repeat. I'm waiting in line. In American English, in line is very common. For example, we waited in line for 10 minutes. Our next word is crowded. Crowded means full of many people. You can say, the bus is crowded. The store was crowded. Or, I don't like crowded places. Repeat. The train is really crowded today. The opposite might be empty or quiet, depending on the situation. The next word is empty. Empty means containing nothing or having very few people. You can say, the bottle is empty, the store is almost empty, or my gas tank is nearly empty. Repeat. The bottle is empty. You can also say, the bus was almost empty, meaning there were very few passengers. Our next word is full. Full means containing as much as possible, or having enough food in your stomach. You can say, the bus is full, my bag is full, or I'm full, meaning you do not want more food. Repeat. The parking lot is full. Then, thanks, but I'm full. Context changes the meaning slightly. The next word is open. Open means not closed, or available for business. You can say, the store is open. Can you open the door? Or, are you open on Sunday? Repeat. What time does the store open? This question is especially useful when checking business hours. Our next word is closed. Closed means not open. You can say, the bank is closed, the road is closed, or the store is already closed. Repeat. The store is closed today. Notice that close as a verb and closed as an adjective sound slightly different in normal speech. The next word is bank. A bank is a place that manages money and financial services. You can say, I need to go to the bank. The bank closes at 5, or I use online banking. Repeat. I need to stop by the bank after work. The phrase stop by means visit briefly. Our next word is account. An account is a record or arrangement with a bank, website, service, or company. In banking, you can say, I have a checking account. I need to check my account, or there's a problem with my account. Repeat, there's a problem with my account. The next word is balance. In banking, balance means the amount of money currently in your account. You can say, I checked my balance. My balance is low, or what's the current balance? Repeat, I need to check my account balance. This is useful for banking and budgeting. Our next word is save. Save can mean keeping money instead of spending it. You can say, I'm trying to save money. I save part of my paycheck every month. Or, we're saving for a vacation. Repeat, I'm trying to save more money. Save can also mean keeping information on a computer, but here we are focusing on money. The next word is spend. Spend means to use money to buy things or use time doing something. You can say, I spent $50. Don't spend too much money, or I spent the afternoon at home. Repeat, I spent too much money this week. This word is especially useful because it works with both money and time. Our next word is bill. A bill is a request for payment. You can have an electricity bill, phone bill, water bill, restaurant bill, or medical bill. You can say, I need to pay my phone bill, or could we have the bill, please? In American restaurants, people often say check instead of bill. Repeat, I need to pay this bill today. The next word is rent. Rent is money paid regularly to use a home, apartment, car, or other property. You can say, my rent is due tomorrow. I pay rent every month. Or, we rented a car for the weekend. Repeat, I need to pay my rent. As a verb, rent means to pay to use something temporarily. Our next word is due. To means expected or required at a certain time. You can say, the bill is due Friday. My rent is due tomorrow. Or, the project is due next week. Repeat, the payment is due tomorrow. This is a useful word for bills, work, school, and appointments. The next word is appointment. An appointment is a planned meeting at a specific time, often with a doctor, dentist, service provider, or professional. You can say, I have a doctor's appointment. I need to make an appointment, or can I change my appointment? Repeat, I have an appointment at 3. Another useful phrase is schedule an appointment. Our next word is schedule. A schedule is a plan showing when activities happen. You can say, my schedule is busy today. What's your schedule like? Or, I need to schedule a meeting. Repeat, my schedule is pretty busy this week. Schedule can be both a noun and a verb. The next word is available. Available means free, ready, or able to be used. You can say, are you available tomorrow? Is this size available? Or, the doctor isn't available until Friday. Repeat, are you available this afternoon? This is a polite and common way to ask about someone's time. Our next word is free. Free can mean not busy, or costing no money. You can say, are you free tonight? Or, delivery is free. Context tells you whether it means available or without cost. Repeat, are you free after work? A natural answer could be, yes, I'm free after 6. The next word is plan. A plan is something you intend to do. You can say, what are your plans for the weekend? I have plans tonight. Or, we need to make a plan. Repeat, do you have any plans this weekend? This is an excellent small talk question. Our next word is invite. Invite means to ask someone to come somewhere or participate in something. You can say, I invited my friends to dinner. Did she invite you? Or, thanks for inviting me. Repeat, thanks for inviting me. The noun is invitation, but in daily conversation, the verb invite is more common. The next word is join. Join means to become part of an activity or group, or to go with someone. You can say, "Would you like to join us? Can I join you for lunch?" Or, "She joined the meeting late." Repeat. "Would you like to join us for dinner?" This is a friendly and natural invitation. Our next word is friend. A friend is a person you know well and like. You can say, "She's a close friend." "I'm meeting a friend after work." Or, "We've been friends for years." Repeat. "I'm meeting a friend for coffee." This word appears in countless everyday conversations. The next word is neighbor. A neighbor is someone who lives near you. You can say, "My neighbor is very friendly." "I spoke to my neighbor this morning." Or, "Our neighbors just moved in." Repeat. "My neighbor helped me carry the boxes." This is useful when talking about community and home life. Our next word is family. Family refers to people related to you, such as parents, children, siblings, and relatives. You can say, "I'm spending time with my family. My family lives nearby." Or, "We had dinner with family." Repeat. "I'm visiting my family this weekend." The next word is parent. A parent is a mother or father. You can say, "My parents live in another city." "She is a parent of 2 children." Or, "I called my parents yesterday." Repeat. "I usually call my parents on Sunday." Our next word is child. A child is a young person. The plural is children, not childs. You can say, "They have 1 child." "The children are playing outside." Or, "I loved reading as a child." Repeat. "The children are playing in the park." Remember the irregular plural, 1 child, 2 children. The next word is people. People is the usual plural of person. You can say, "There are a lot of people here. I like meeting new people." Or, "Some people prefer working from home." Repeat, "There are too many people in the store." This word appears constantly in conversation. Our next word is meet. Meet means to see or come together with someone, often for the first time or at a planned time. You can say, "Nice to meet you. I'm meeting a friend later." Or, "Where should we meet?" Repeat, "Where should we meet?" Remember that meet can refer to first introductions or planned gatherings. The next word is visit. Visit means to go see a person or place for a period of time. You can say, "I'm visiting my sister." "We visited Chicago last year." Or, "You should visit sometime." Repeat, "I'm going to visit a friend this weekend." Our next word is talk. Talk means to speak with someone. You can say, "Can we talk?" "I talked to my manager." Or, "We talked for an hour." Repeat, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" This is useful when you want to start a conversation. The next word is listen. Listen means to pay attention to sound. You can say, "Please listen carefully." "I like listening to music." Or, "Thanks for listening." Notice that we usually say, "listen to." Repeat, "I like listening to podcasts." Another useful sentence is, "Listen to what she's saying." Our next word is hear. Hear means to receive sound through your ears. Listen is intentional, but hear can happen without trying. You can say, "I can't hear you." "Did you hear that?" Or, "I heard someone at the door." Repeat, "I can't hear you very well." This sentence is useful on phone calls or in noisy places. The next word is speak. Speak means to use your voice to communicate. You can say, "Do you speak English?" "Can I speak to the manager?" Or, "Please speak slowly." Repeat, "Could you speak a little more slowly?" This is one of the most useful sentences for English learners. Our next word is say. Say means to express words. You can say, "What did you say?" "She said hello." Or, "I didn't know what to say." Repeat, Could you say that again? This is another essential phrase when you do not understand someone. The next word is tell. Tell means to give information to someone. You can say, "Tell me what happened. I told him the truth." Or, "Can you tell me the time?" Notice the structure. Say something, but tell someone something. Repeat, "Can you tell me where the station is?" Our next word is ask. Ask means to request information, help, or permission. You can say, "Can I ask you a question? I asked for help." Or, "She asked me where I lived." Repeat, "Can I ask you something?" This is a polite way to begin many conversations. The next word is answer. Answer means to respond to a question, call, or message. You can say, "Can you answer this question? He didn't answer the phone." Or, "I don't know the answer." Repeat, "She didn't answer my message." Notice that answer works as both a noun and a verb. Our next word is question. A question is something you ask when you want information. You can say, "I have a question." That's a good question. Or, "Can I ask one more question?" Repeat, "I have a quick question." The adjective quick often makes the request sound less demanding. The next word is understand. Understand means to know the meaning of something. You can say, "I understand." "I don't understand." Or, "Do you understand what I mean?" Repeat, "I don't understand this word." Then practice a useful phrase. Could you explain it again? Our next word is explain. Explain means to make something clear by giving information or details. You can say, "Can you explain this?" "Let me explain what happened." Or, "She explained the problem clearly." Repeat, "Could you explain that again?" This is especially useful when learning, working, or solving a problem. The next word is mean. Mean can be used to ask about meaning. You can say, "What does this word mean?" "What do you mean?" Or, "I didn't mean that." Repeat, "What does this word mean?" This is one of the most important questions for language learners. Our next word is remember. Remember means to keep or bring information back into your mind. You can say, "I remember her name." "Do you remember where we parked?" Or, "Remember to call me." Repeat, "I can't remember his name." This is a very natural sentence when information temporarily disappears from your memory. The next word is forget. Forget means to fail to remember something. You can say, "I forgot my keys." "Don't forget your appointment." Or, "I always forget his name." The past tense is forgot. Repeat, "Don't forget to call me." Remember and forget are useful words to learn as a pair. Our next word is know. Know means to have information or understanding. You can say, "I know the answer." "Do you know her?" Or, "I don't know where it is." Repeat, "Do you know where the store is?" This word is extremely common and appears in almost every kind of conversation. The next word is think. Think means to use your mind to form ideas, opinions, or decisions. You can say, "What do you think?" "I think it's a good idea," or "Let me think about it." Repeat, "What do you think?" This simple question is one of the best ways to keep a conversation going. Our next word is idea. An idea is a thought, suggestion, or plan. You can say, "That's a good idea." "I have an idea." Or, "Do you have any ideas?" Repeat, "That sounds like a good idea." This phrase is useful when agreeing with a suggestion. The next word is decide. Decide means to make a choice after thinking. You can say, "I can't decide." "Have you decided what to order?" Or, "We decided to stay home." Repeat, "I haven't decided yet." This is useful when choosing food, clothes, plans, or travel options. Our next word is sure. Sure can mean certain, or it can be used as a friendly yes. You can say, I'm not sure. Are you sure? Or, sure, I can help. Repeat, I'm not sure yet. This phrase is very natural when you do not have a definite answer. The next word is maybe. Maybe means possibly. You can say, maybe I'll go later. Maybe we should call first. Or, maybe tomorrow would be better. Repeat, maybe we can meet after work. This word helps you sound flexible and natural. Our next word is probably. Probably means something is likely to happen or be true. You can say, I'll probably be home by 6. It will probably rain. Or, she's probably busy. Repeat, I'll probably go tomorrow. Probably is stronger than maybe, but not completely certain. The next word is really. Really is used to add emphasis or show surprise. You can say, I'm really tired. That's really good. Or, repeat, I'm really busy today. You will hear this word constantly in natural conversation. Our next word is important. Important means having great value or significance. You can say, this is important. It's important to be on time. Or, I have an important meeting today. Repeat, this is really important. You can use it to describe tasks, people, decisions. Information or events. The next word is easy. Easy means not difficult. You can say, this is easy. The test was easier than I expected. Or, it's easy to use. Repeat, this app is easy to use. Learning useful adjective patterns helps you describe everyday experiences. Our next word is difficult. Difficult means not easy. You can say, this question is difficult. It was a difficult day. Or, I find pronunciation difficult. Repeat, this is a little difficult for me. A softer alternative is challenging, but difficult is very common. The next word is simple. Simple means easy to understand or not complicated. You can say, the instructions are simple. I like simple meals. Or, let's keep it simple. Repeat, let's keep it simple. This is a useful phrase in work and daily planning. Our next word is different. Different means not the same. You can say, this one is different. I need a different size. Or, everyone has a different opinion. Repeat, can I try a different one? This is especially useful when shopping. The next word is same. Same means not different. You can say, we have the same phone. I go to the same store every week. Or, it's the same problem again. Repeat, we ordered the same thing. Same and different are useful opposites. Our next word is good. Good is one of the most common adjectives in English. You can say, that's good. I had a good day. Or, this food is really good. Repeat, that sounds good. This phrase is often used to agree with a plan or suggestion. The next word is bad. Bad means not good. You can say, traffic is bad. I had a bad day. Or, that's not a bad idea. Repeat, the traffic is really bad today. Notice that not bad often means something is fairly good. Our next word is better. Better means more good or improved. You can say, I feel better today. This option is better. Or, it's better to leave early. Repeat, I feel much better today. Better is the comparative form of good. The next word is best. Best means better than all the others. You can say, this is the best option. What's the best way to get there? Or, she's my best friend. Repeat, what's the best way to get there? This question is useful when asking for advice. Now, let's practice these words in a realistic shopping situation. Imagine you need groceries after work. You drive to the store, but traffic is heavy, so you arrive later than you expected. The parking lot is crowded, but you finally find a place to park. You get a shopping cart and walk into the store. You need bread, milk, eggs, fruit, vegetables, and toothpaste. You check the prices because you are trying to save money. Some items are on sale, so you choose the cheaper option. At the checkout, the cashier asks, "Would you like a bag?" You say, "No, thanks. I brought my own." Then the cashier tells you the total. You pay by card, take your receipt, and leave the store. Now, repeat some useful phrases from that situation. Traffic is really heavy today. I need to buy groceries. How much does this cost? Is this on sale? Can I pay with a card? Can I have the receipt, please? These phrases are short, but together, they can help you handle a complete shopping trip in English. Let's make the situation slightly more difficult. Imagine you get home and discover that you bought the wrong size of something. The next day, you return to the store. You might say, "Hi, I bought this yesterday, but it's the wrong size. I'd like to exchange it for a larger one." The employee might ask, "Do you have the receipt?" You answer, "Yes, I do. Here it is." Then you could ask, "Is the larger size available?" Notice how many words from this lesson appear naturally: bought, wrong, size, return, exchange, receipt, larger, and available. Repeat the main sentence slowly. I bought this yesterday, but it's the wrong size. I'd like to exchange it for a larger one. Is the larger size available? Good. If the item is damaged or you no longer want it, you might say, I'd like to return this and get a refund. We will practice more service vocabulary later. But this basic pattern is already very useful. Now, imagine another daily situation. You are waiting for a bus. The bus is late, and the stop is crowded. You check the time because you have an appointment. You ask another person, "Excuse me, do you know if this bus goes downtown?" The person says yes. You then ask, "Do you know where I should get off for the bank?" They answer, "Get off at the third stop. The bank is across the street from the station." You say, "Thanks for your help." This short interaction uses bus, late, stop, crowded, time, appointment. Know, downtown, bank, street, station, and help. Let's practice the most useful sentences from that situation. Excuse me, does this bus go downtown? Where should I get off? Is it far from here? Thanks for your help. If you can use these 4 sentences comfortably, you can already manage many transportation situations. Now, let's practice directions. Imagine someone asks you how to get to a grocery store near your home. You could say, go straight for 2 blocks. Turn right at the light. The grocery store is on your left, next to the bank. It's not far from here. Repeat slowly. Go straight for 2 blocks. Turn right at the light. The store is on your left. It's not far from here. These direction patterns are easy to reuse. Just change the place or the direction. Now, I'll give you a situation, and you choose the best word. You are traveling to work, but there are many cars on the road and you cannot move quickly. What is the word? Traffic? You are standing with many other people waiting to pay at a store. What are you waiting in? A line? You buy a shirt, but it is too small. What do you need to check? The size. You take it back and receive another shirt. What are you doing? An exchange. You pay more money than the total, and the cashier gives some money back. What is that money called? Change. Let's continue. You buy something and receive a paper showing the price and payment. What is it? A receipt? You need something brought to your home after ordering it online. What service is that? Delivery. The box that arrives is called a package. You are waiting for it to reach your home. Another word for reach is arrive. If it has not arrived yet, you wait. Excellent. Now, let's practice communication vocabulary. If you want information, you ask. If someone asks you something and you respond, you answer. If you use your voice to communicate, you speak or talk. If you pay attention to someone's words, you listen. If sound reaches your ears, you hear. If you make something clear by giving details, you explain. If you know what someone means, you understand. Try these sentences after me. Can I ask you a question? I don't understand. Could you explain that again? Could you speak more slowly? Could you say that again? Thanks. I understand now. These 6 sentences can help you stay in a conversation even when your English is not perfect. One important vocabulary skill is learning how words work together. Native speakers do not build every sentence one word at a time. They remember common combinations. For example, we say, heavy traffic, make an appointment, take the bus, buy groceries, pay a bill, save money, spend money, ask a question, answer the phone, give directions, wait in line, on sale, customer service, and place an order. These combinations are called collocations, and learning them can make your English sound much more natural. Let's practice a few of these combinations. Repeat. Heavy traffic. Make an appointment. Take the bus. Buy groceries. Pay a bill. Save money. Spend money. Ask a question. Answer the phone. Give directions. Wait in line. On sale. Customer service. Place an order. Try not to translate each word separately. Learn the whole phrase as one useful unit. Now use them in sentences. There was heavy traffic this morning. I need to make an appointment. I usually take the bus to work. I need to buy groceries after work. I forgot to pay the bill. I'm trying to save money. I spent too much money last weekend. Can I ask you a question? I couldn't answer the phone. Can you give me directions? We had to wait in line. This jacket is on sale. I called customer service. I'd like to place an order. Now, imagine a complete afternoon using many of these words. You finish work at 5. Check your schedule. And remember that you have a doctor's appointment at 6. You leave the office. But traffic is bad. You decide not to drive because parking near the clinic is difficult. Instead, you take the train. You check the map on your phone and get off at the correct station. When you leave the station, you are not sure which direction to go, so you ask someone for help. They tell you to go straight, turn left at the corner, and walk 2 blocks. You arrive at the clinic 10 minutes early. This short story includes schedule, remember, appointment, leave, office, traffic, drive, parking, difficult, train, map, phone, station, direction. Ask, help, straight, left, corner, walk, arrive, and early. Now, practice telling that story in your own words. You could begin, yesterday after work, I had an appointment. Then continue with whatever details you remember. Do not worry if your version is different. The goal is to retrieve vocabulary from memory without looking at a list. This is active recall, and it is one of the best ways to make new words stay in your long-term memory. Let's move into a social situation. Imagine a friend sends you a message and says, "Are you free tonight?" You reply, "Maybe." What are you planning? Your friend says, "A few people are meeting for dinner. Would you like to join us?" You think about your schedule and answer, "Sure, that sounds like a good idea. What time are you meeting?" Your friend replies, "Around 7. I'll text you the address." You say, "Great. I'll probably arrive a few minutes early." Notice the words free, message, reply, maybe, plan, people, meeting, dinner, join, schedule, sure, good, time, text, address, probably, arrive, and early. Now, repeat the conversation as useful individual sentences. Are you free tonight? What are you planning? Would you like to join us? That sounds like a good idea. What time are you meeting? I'll text you the address. I'll probably arrive around 7. These phrases are excellent for making plans with friends. Now, practice changing just one detail. Instead of dinner, say coffee. Would you like to join us for coffee? Instead of tonight, say tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow? Instead of 7, say 6:30. We're meeting around 6:30. This is how one sentence pattern can create many useful conversations. Another way to improve vocabulary is to describe what you see around you. If you are at home, you can describe your room, door, window, table, chair, phone, clothes, bag, or keys. If you are outside, you can describe the street, road, traffic, bus, store, people, and weather. If you are shopping, you can talk about prices, sizes, sales, cards, cash, receipts, and bags. The more often you connect English words to real objects and real actions, the less you depend on translation. Let's do a quick mental description exercise. Imagine you are standing outside a busy grocery store. What might you see? You might say, "There are a lot of people outside the store. The parking lot is almost full. A bus is stopping across the street. There is heavy traffic on the road. Some people are carrying shopping bags. One customer is waiting near the entrance. The store is open, and there is a sale today." Try to picture the scene while you listen. This helps your brain connect language with meaning directly. Now, imagine you are inside the store. You might say, "I have a shopping cart. There are apples, bananas, bread, milk, eggs, and vegetables in my cart. I'm checking the prices because I want to save money. Some items are cheap, but others are expensive. I choose the items that are on sale. Then I wait in line, pay with my card, take my receipt, and carry my bags to the car." Again, this is simple English, but it is practical English. Let's practice some questions you could use during a normal day. Repeat. Where is the nearest bus stop? How much does this cost? Is this on sale? Do you have this in a different size? Can I pay with a card? When will my package arrive? Are you available tomorrow? Do you have any plans tonight? Can you give me directions? Could you explain that again? Every one of these questions can solve a real everyday problem. Now, answer them with simple responses. The bus stop is around the corner. It costs $15. Yes, it's 20% off. Yes, we have a larger size. Yes, you can pay with a card. Your package should arrive tomorrow. Yes, I'm available after 3. I'm meeting a friend tonight. Go straight and turn left. Sure. Let me explain it again. The next important idea is that you do not need to use difficult vocabulary to sound fluent. Fluency often comes from using common words quickly, correctly, and naturally. Words such as get, go, take, make, need, want, know, think, ask, tell, buy, pay, wait, and help are simple, but they appear in thousands of everyday sentences. If you can combine these common words confidently, your English becomes much more flexible. For example, with the word need, you can say, "I need help," "I need more time," "I need to buy groceries," "I need to make an appointment," "I need to call my friend," and "I need to leave now." With want, you can say, "I want coffee," "I want to go home," "I want to try this on," "I want to save money," and I want to learn more English. Simple verbs create powerful everyday language. Let's practice building sentences quickly. I'll give you a beginning, and you complete it in your mind. I need to. Maybe you say, I need to go to the store. I want to. Maybe you say, I want to buy a new phone. I have to. Maybe you say, I have to pay a bill. I'm going to. Maybe you say, I'm going to meet a friend. I'm trying to. Maybe you say, I'm trying to save money. Now, say complete sentences aloud. I need to buy groceries. I want to go home. I have to pay my phone bill. I'm going to meet a friend after work. I'm trying to save more money. These are excellent sentence frames because you can use them with hundreds of vocabulary words. Let's review the transportation words in one short story. I left home early because I had an appointment downtown. I usually drive, but traffic was heavy, so I decided to take the train. I walked to the station, bought a ticket, and waited for the train. The train was crowded, but I found a seat. I checked the map on my phone because I wasn't sure which stop I needed. I got off at the correct station and walked straight for 2 blocks. Then I turned right at the corner and found the building. Listen again and notice how smoothly the words connect. Now, review the shopping words in another story. After my appointment, I went to a store because I needed a new shirt. I found one I liked, but the price was expensive. Then I noticed that another shirt was on sale. I tried it on, but it was the wrong size. I asked an employee if a larger size was available. She found one for me, and it fit perfectly. I bought it, paid by card, and kept the receipt in case I needed to return it. This is the kind of vocabulary sequence you can hear in real daily conversations. Now, review the planning and communication words. Later, my friend sent me a message and invited me to dinner. I checked my schedule and saw that I was free. I replied, "Sure, I'd love to join you." She texted me the address and told me to arrive around 7. I didn't know the area very well, so I checked the map. When I got close, I became a little lost and asked someone for directions. They explained where to go, and I arrived on time. Again, many words are easier to remember when they appear inside one connected experience. Now, try a pronunciation and memory exercise. I will say a word, then a short phrase, then a complete sentence. Repeat each one. Traffic. Heavy traffic. There was heavy traffic this morning. Receipt. Keep the receipt. Keep the receipt in case you need to return it. Available. Available tomorrow. Are you available tomorrow afternoon? Directions. Give directions. Can you give me directions to the station? Appointment. Make an appointment. I need to make a doctor's appointment. Let's continue. Discount. Get a discount. I got a discount because the item was on sale. Package. Expect a package. I'm expecting a package this afternoon. Crowded. Very crowded. The bus was very crowded this morning. Exchange. Exchange an item. I'd like to exchange this for a different size. Understand. Understand the question. I understand the question now. This 3-step practice method is useful because it trains your brain to move from one word to a phrase and then to a complete thought. A vocabulary word becomes much easier to use when you already know common words around it. Now, let's do a quick recall challenge without explanations. I'll describe the meaning, and you say the word aloud before I give the answer. A place where you catch a train. Station. Money returned after you pay too much. Change. A written record of your purchase. Receipt. Something delivered to your home in a box. Package. A lower price. Discount. Too many people in one place. Crowded. Not having many people or things inside. Empty. Prepared to be used or not busy. Available. A planned meeting with a doctor or professional. Appointment. A plan of activities and time is schedule, continue. To request information, ask. To respond to a question, answer. To make something easier to understand, explain. To know the meaning, understand. To fail to remember, forget. To bring information back to your mind, remember. To make a choice, decide, possibly, maybe, very likely but not completely certain, probably. More good than another option, better, better than all other options, best. Now, let's practice a few common mistakes. We say, I'm waiting for the bus, not, I'm waiting the bus. We say, I paid for the shirt, not, I paid the shirt. We say, I asked him a question, or, I asked a question, not, I said him a question. We say, can you tell me the address, but, can you say the address again? Notice that tell usually includes a person. Tell me, tell him, tell her. Say focuses more on the words themselves. We say, I arrived at the station, but I arrived home. We say, I'm in line. In American English, we say, I bought it online, and I paid by card, or I paid with a card. We say, this shirt doesn't fit when the size is wrong. We say, I'd like to return this when we want to give an item back to the store. Now, repeat these corrected sentences. I'm waiting for the bus. I paid for the shirt. I asked him a question. Can you tell me the address? I arrived at the station. I arrived home at 6. I'm waiting in line. I bought it online. This shirt doesn't fit. I'd like to return this. Now, I arrived home in. Create a short story about your own shopping habits. You can follow this model. I usually buy groceries once or twice a week. I go to a store near my home. I take a shopping cart and check my list. I compare prices because I like to save money. If something is on sale, I sometimes buy it. I usually pay with a card and keep the receipt. I also order some things online, especially when delivery is free. Pause the lesson for a moment if you need more time, and create your own version aloud. Next, describe how you usually travel. You could say, I usually drive to work, but sometimes I take the bus. My office is not far from my home. If traffic is heavy, the trip takes longer. On weekends, I sometimes walk or ride my bike to nearby places. Or maybe your routine is completely different. The goal is to use words such as drive, bus, traffic, road, walk, bike, near, far, station, and stop. Now, describe how you make plans. You could say, I usually text my friends when I want to make plans. I ask if they are free, and then we decide where to meet. Sometimes we go out for dinner, and sometimes we just meet for coffee. If I am busy, I suggest a different day. Try to use message, text, free, plan, decide, meet, busy. And different, notice what is happening now. You are no longer practicing isolated vocabulary. You are using groups of related words to describe your real life. This is the point where passive vocabulary begins becoming active vocabulary. Passive vocabulary is what you understand when you hear or read it. Active vocabulary is what you can actually use when speaking or writing. Our goal in this masterclass is to move as many words as possible into your active vocabulary. One way to do that is repetition with variation. Do not repeat exactly the same sentence 10 times. Change one detail each time. For example, start with, I take the bus to work. Then say, I take the train to work. Then, I drive to work. Then, I walk to work. Then, I work from home. You are practicing one useful structure while changing the vocabulary. Try it with shopping. I need to buy bread. I need to buy milk. I need to buy toothpaste. I need to buy a new shirt. I need to buy a train ticket. Now, use the past tense. I bought bread. I bought milk. I bought a new shirt. I bought my ticket online. Try it with planning. Are you free tonight? Are you free tomorrow? Are you free this weekend? Are you free after work? Now, answer each one differently. Yes, I'm free tonight. No, I'm busy tomorrow. Maybe, I need to check my schedule. Sure, I'm free after 6. This kind of controlled variation is excellent speaking practice because you are training yourself to change information without rebuilding the whole sentence. Now, let's practice with one longer everyday story that combines transportation, shopping, money, communication, and social planning. Listen carefully and notice how many words you already understand. This morning, I woke up early and checked my schedule. I had a busy day ahead of me. First, I needed to go to the bank and then buy groceries. I left home around 9, but traffic was terrible. Instead of driving downtown, I parked near the train station and took the train. The station was crowded, and I had to wait in line to buy a ticket because the machine wasn't working. When I arrived downtown, I checked the map on my phone and walked to the bank. After that, I went to a grocery store across the street. I needed fruit, bread, milk, eggs, and a few other things. Some items were on sale, so I compared the prices and chose the cheaper ones. At the checkout, I paid with my card and put the receipt in my bag. While I was leaving the store, I received a message from a friend. She asked if I was free for lunch. I checked the time and replied, "Sure, I have about an hour." She sent me the address of a restaurant nearby. I didn't know the area very well, so I asked an employee for directions. He said, "Go straight for 1 block, turn left at the corner, and the restaurant will be on your right." I thanked him and started walking. The restaurant was only 5 minutes away, so I arrived early. My friend joined me a few minutes later, and we had lunch together. After lunch, I realized I had forgotten to buy toothpaste. I went back to the store. But this time there was a long line. I bought the toothpaste and also saw a shirt that was on sale. The price was good, so I decided to try it on. Unfortunately, it didn't fit. I asked whether a larger size was available, and the employee found one for me. That one fit much better. So I bought it. When I finally left the store, my shopping bag was full, my phone battery was low, and I was tired. I texted my friend and said, "I'm going home now." Now, listen to the story again in your mind and try to remember the main events without reading every word. What happened first? Emma checked her schedule. Then she went toward downtown. What problem did she have? Heavy traffic? What transportation did she use? The train. Where did she go first? The bank. What did she buy afterward? Groceries. How did she pay? With a card. Who contacted her? A friend. What did they do? They met for lunch. What did she forget to buy? Toothpaste. What clothing item did she try on? A shirt. What was wrong with the first one? It didn't fit. What did she do? She asked for a larger size. Now, tell the story in your own words. You do not need to remember every detail. Try to use as many target words as possible. This exercise trains comprehension, memory, and speaking at the same time. Before we move forward, take a moment to say 10 words you remember from this part without looking back. Maybe your list includes traffic, station, ticket, directions, receipt, discount, customer, delivery, appointment, schedule, neighbor, explain, remember, decide, available, or crowded. Any 10 words are fine. Then choose 5 of those words and make one sentence for each. For example, traffic was heavy this morning. I bought my ticket online. I kept the receipt. I have an appointment tomorrow. My schedule is busy this week. Now, create your own 5 sentences. Speaking them aloud is much more powerful than only thinking about them. The more often you retrieve a word from memory and place it into a real sentence, the stronger that word becomes. We still have many essential everyday words to explore, including vocabulary for health, feelings, restaurants, home problems, weather, travel, personal habits, work situations, and common daily actions, so keep listening actively and continue connecting every new word to something you can imagine saying in your own life. Our next word is healthy. Healthy means being in good physical or mental condition, or helping you stay well. You can say, I try to eat healthy food. Walking is a healthy habit. Or, I want to live a healthier life. Repeat, I'm trying to build healthier habits. Notice that healthy can describe food, routines, choices, lifestyles, and people. The next word is sick. Sick means feeling unwell. You can say, I feel sick. She called in sick, or I was sick last week. In American English, sick is very common when someone is not feeling well. Repeat, I don't feel well. I think I'm getting sick. Our next word is pain. Pain means an uncomfortable physical feeling. You can say, I have pain in my back. The pain is getting better, or I'm in a lot of pain. In everyday conversation, people also use more specific words such as headache, stomachache, and backache. Repeat, I have some pain in my lower back. The next word is headache. A headache is pain in your head. You can say, I have a headache. My headache is getting worse. Or, I woke up with a headache. Repeat, I have a slight headache. A useful phrase is a bad headache, meaning strong pain. Our next word is medicine. Medicine is something used to treat or prevent illness. You can say, I need to take my medicine. Did the doctor give you any medicine? Or, this medicine makes me sleepy. Repeat, I need to take my medicine after dinner. The next word is doctor. A doctor is a medical professional who treats health problems. You can say, I need to see a doctor. The doctor asked me some questions. Or, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Repeat, I think I should see a doctor. Our next word is pharmacy. A pharmacy is a place where medicine is prepared and sold. You can say, I need to stop at the pharmacy. The pharmacy closes at 8. Or, is there a pharmacy nearby? Repeat, is there a pharmacy near here? The next word is rest. Rest means to relax and allow your body or mind to recover. You can say, you should get some rest. I need to rest. Or, I rested all afternoon. Repeat, I think I need some rest. This word is useful when you are tired, sick, or recovering from a busy day. Our next word is exercise. Exercise means physical activity that helps keep your body healthy. You can say, I exercise 3 times a week. I need more exercise. Or, walking is good exercise. Repeat, I try to exercise regularly. The next word is walk. We practiced walk as transportation, but it is also one of the easiest forms of exercise. You can say, I go for a walk every evening. Walking helps me relax. Or, let's take a short walk. Repeat, I like to go for a walk after dinner. Our next word is strong. Strong means having physical power, emotional ability, or a high level of something. You can say, exercise makes me feel stronger. She is very strong. Or, that coffee is too strong. Repeat, I want to become stronger. The next word is weak. Weak means not strong. You can say, I felt weak after being sick. My legs feel weak. Or, the signal is weak. Repeat. I feel a little weak today. Notice that weak can describe people, signals, arguments, smells, and many other things. Our next word is better. We practiced better earlier, but it is especially common when talking about health. You can say, I feel better today. Are you feeling any better? Or, I hope you feel better soon. Repeat. I'm feeling much better now. The next word is feel. Feel means to experience a physical or emotional condition. You can say, I feel tired, I feel happy, I don't feel well. Or, how do you feel? Repeat. How are you feeling today? This is a natural question when someone has been sick or stressed. Our next word is happy. Happy means feeling pleased or positive. You can say, I'm happy today. I'm happy to see you. Or, that makes me happy. Repeat. I'm happy with my progress. You can use happy to describe both emotions and satisfaction. The next word is sad. Sad means feeling unhappy. You can say, I feel sad. That movie made me sad. Or, she looked sad yesterday. Repeat. I was a little sad after hearing the news. Our next word is angry. Angry means feeling strong displeasure. You can say, I'm angry about what happened. He sounded angry. Or, don't get angry. Repeat. I was angry, but I stayed calm. The next word is calm. Calm means relaxed and not upset or nervous. You can say, try to stay calm. She has a calm voice. Or, I feel calm after walking. Repeat. I try to stay calm when there is a problem. Our next word is worried. Worried means feeling concerned about something that may happen. You can say, I'm worried about the test. She looked worried. Or, don't worry. Repeat. I'm a little worried about tomorrow. The next word is nervous. Nervous means feeling worried or uncomfortable, often before something important. You can say, I'm nervous about the interview. I felt nervous before the meeting. Or, it's normal to feel nervous. Repeat. I always feel nervous before speaking in public. Our next word is excited. Excited means feeling happy and enthusiastic about something. You can say, I'm excited about the trip. The children are excited. Or, I'm excited to start my new job. Repeat. I'm really excited about the weekend. The next word is surprised. Surprised means feeling unexpected amazement because something happened that you did not expect. You can say, I was surprised by the price. She looked surprised. Or, I'm surprised you remembered. Repeat. I was surprised to see him there. Our next word is afraid. Afraid means feeling fear. You can say, I'm afraid of dogs. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Or, she was afraid to speak. Repeat. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is an especially useful sentence for language learning. The next word is relaxed. Relaxed means calm and comfortable. You can say, I feel relaxed at home. The weekend was very relaxing. Or, try to stay relaxed. Repeat. I feel more relaxed after work. Our next word is stressed. Stressed means feeling mental pressure or tension. You can say, I'm stressed about work. I've had a stressful week. Or, I feel stressed when I'm late. Repeat. I've been really stressed this week. The next word is weather. Weather describes conditions outside, such as temperature, rain, wind, and sunshine. You can say, the weather is nice today. What's the weather like? Or, the weather changed quickly. Repeat. The weather is beautiful today. Our next word is hot. Hot means having a high temperature. You can say, it's hot outside. The coffee is too hot. Or, I'm getting hot. Repeat. It's really hot today. Hot can describe weather. Food, drinks, rooms, and objects. The next word is cold. Cold means having a low temperature. You can say, it's cold outside. My hands are cold. Or, the water is too cold. Repeat. It's getting cold outside. Cold can also mean a common illness, as in, I have a cold. Our next word is warm. Warm means pleasantly or moderately hot. You can say, the room is warm. I need a warm jacket. Or, the weather is warm today. Repeat. It's warm enough to sit outside. The next word is cool. Cool can mean slightly cold or pleasantly fresh. You can say, it's cool this morning. The water feels cool. Or, it gets cooler in the evening. Repeat. It's cool and comfortable outside. Our next word is rain. Rain is water that falls from clouds. You can say, it's raining. We had a lot of rain. Or, it might rain later. Repeat. I think it's going to rain. A useful everyday question is, do I need an umbrella? The next word is umbrella. An umbrella is something you hold over yourself to stay dry in the rain. You can say, don't forget your umbrella. I left my umbrella at work. Or, you might need an umbrella today. Repeat. I forgot to bring my umbrella. Our next word is sunny. Sunny means having a lot of sunshine. You can say, it's sunny today. Tomorrow should be sunny. Or, I love sunny weather. Repeat. It's warm and sunny outside. The next word is cloudy. Cloudy means having many clouds in the sky. You can say, it's cloudy today. The sky looks cloudy. Or, it might rain because it's cloudy. Repeat. It's cloudy but still warm. Our next word is windy. Windy means having a lot of wind. You can say, it's really windy outside. It was a windy afternoon. Or, hold on to your hat because it's windy. Repeat. It's too windy to sit outside. The next word is restaurant. A restaurant is a place where you pay to eat prepared food. You can say, we're going to a restaurant tonight. This restaurant is always busy. Or, do you know a good restaurant nearby? Repeat. Do you know a good restaurant around here? Our next word is menu. A menu is a list of food and drinks available at a restaurant. You can say, can I see the menu? I'm looking at the menu. Or, there are too many choices on the menu. Repeat. Could I see the menu, please? The next word is server. A server is a person who takes orders and brings food in a restaurant. You can say, our server was very friendly. The server brought our drinks. Or, let's ask the server. Repeat. I'll ask the server for some water. Our next word is order. We practiced order before, but let's use it in a restaurant. You can say, are you ready to order? I'd like to order the chicken. Or, we already ordered. Repeat. I'd like to order, please. The next word is drink. Drink can be a verb or a noun. You can say, I drink water every day. Or, what would you like to drink? Repeat. I'll have water, please. In restaurants, I'll have is a natural way to order. Our next word is food. Food is what people and animals eat. You can say, the food is delicious. I need to buy food. Or, what kind of food do you like? Repeat. The food here is really good. The next word is delicious. Delicious means having a very pleasant taste. You can say, this is delicious. The meal was delicious. Or, that smells delicious. Repeat. This food is absolutely delicious. Our next word is sweet. Sweet describes a taste like sugar. You can say, this dessert is very sweet. I like sweet coffee. Or, these apples are sweet. Repeat. This is a little too sweet for me. The next word is salty. Salty means tasting strongly of salt. You can say, the soup is too salty. These chips are salty. Or, I don't like very salty food. Repeat, the soup is a little too salty. Our next word is spicy. Spicy means having a strong hot flavor from spices or peppers. You can say, I like spicy food. Is this dish spicy? Or, that sauce is too spicy for me. Repeat, is this very spicy? The next word is fresh. Fresh means recently made, grown, or prepared, and not old. You can say, the bread is fresh. I bought fresh vegetables. Or, this salad tastes fresh. Repeat, I prefer fresh food. Our next word is tip. A tip is extra money given to someone for service, especially in restaurants. You can say, did you leave a tip? The service was good, so we left a tip. Or, the tip is included. Repeat, we left a tip for the server. The next word is check. In an American restaurant, the check is the bill you receive before paying. You can say, could we get the check, please? Or, I'll pay the check. Repeat, could we get the check? Please? This is one of the most useful restaurant phrases in American English. Our next word is travel. Travel means to go from one place to another, often over a longer distance. You can say, I love to travel. I travel for work. Or, we're traveling next month. Repeat, I like traveling to new places. The next word is trip. A trip is a journey to another place, usually for a limited period of time. You can say, I'm planning a trip. How was your trip? Or, we took a short trip last weekend. Repeat, I'm planning a trip for next month. Our next word is airport. An airport is a place where airplanes arrive and depart. You can say, I'm going to the airport. How far is the airport? Or, we arrived at the airport early. Repeat, I need to be at the airport by 6. The next word is flight. A flight is a journey by airplane. You can say, my flight is at 9. The flight was delayed. Or, what time does your flight leave? Repeat, my flight leaves at 9:30. Our next word is passport. A passport is an official document used for international travel. You can say, don't forget your passport. I need to renew my passport. Or, where did I put my passport? Repeat, I always check my passport before leaving home. The next word is luggage. Luggage means the bags and suitcases you take when traveling. You can say, where is my luggage? I have too much luggage. Or, my luggage is very heavy. Repeat, I need help with my luggage. Our next word is hotel. A hotel is a place where travelers pay to stay temporarily. You can say, we booked a hotel. The hotel is near the airport. Or, I'm staying at a hotel downtown. Repeat, we booked a hotel near the city center. The next word is room. We practiced room earlier, but in a hotel, it refers to the space where you stay. You can say, I have a reservation for a room. The room is ready. Or, can I change rooms? Repeat, I'd like a quiet room, please. Our next word is reservation. A reservation is an arrangement made in advance for a hotel, restaurant, seat, or service. You can say, I have a reservation. I'd like to make a reservation. Or, the reservation is under my name. Repeat, I have a reservation for 2 nights. The next word is book. As a verb, book means to reserve something. You can say, I booked a flight. We booked a hotel online. Or, I need to book a table. Repeat, I booked my hotel online. Our next word is cancel. Cancel means to decide that something planned will not happen. You can say, I need to cancel my appointment. The flight was canceled. Or, we had to cancel our plans. Repeat. I need to cancel my reservation. The next word is delay. A delay happens when something starts or arrives later than expected. You can say, there's a delay. My flight was delayed, or, sorry for the delay. Repeat. The train was delayed by 20 minutes. Our next word is problem. We practiced problem before, but travel is another place where it appears often. You might say, there's a problem with my reservation. My luggage is missing, or I have a problem with my room. Repeat. There's a problem with my reservation. The next word is safe. Safe means protected from danger. You can say, is this area safe? Drive safely, or keep your passport somewhere safe. Repeat. Keep your important documents in a safe place. Our next word is careful. Careful means paying attention to avoid mistakes or danger. You can say, be careful. Be careful with your phone. Or, she is a careful driver. Repeat. Be careful when you cross the street. The next word is dangerous. Dangerous means likely to cause harm or injury. You can say, that road is dangerous at night. Driving too fast is dangerous. Or, this area can be dangerous. Repeat. It's dangerous to use your phone while driving. Our next word is habit. A habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking much about it. You can say, drinking water is a good habit. I'm trying to change my habits. Or, checking my phone first thing in the morning is a bad habit. Repeat. I'm trying to build better habits. The next word is usually. Usually means most of the time. You can say, I usually wake up early. I usually cook at home. Or, I'm usually busy on Mondays. Repeat. I usually drink coffee in the morning. Our next word is always. Always means every time or all the time. You can say, I always bring my phone. She is always on time. Or, I always check the door before leaving. Repeat. I always keep my keys in the same place. The next word is sometimes. Sometimes means on some occasions, but not always. You can say, I sometimes take the bus. Sometimes I work from home. Or, I sometimes forget my charger. Repeat. I sometimes eat out on weekends. Our next word is never. Never means not at any time. You can say, I never skip breakfast. I never drive when I'm tired. Or, she never drinks coffee. Repeat. I never leave home without my phone. The next word is often. Often means many times or frequently. You can say, I often walk after dinner. We often meet for coffee. Or, how often do you exercise? Repeat. I often listen to English while driving. Our next word is again. Again means one more time. You can say, could you say that again? I'll try again. Or, we met again last week. Repeat. Could you explain that again, please? The next word is already. Already means something happened earlier than expected or before now. You can say, I already ate. I've already paid. Or, she already knows. Repeat. I already sent the email. Our next word is yet. Yet is often used in questions and negative sentences to talk about something expected. You can say, are you ready yet? I haven't eaten yet. Or, has the package arrived yet? Repeat. I haven't decided yet. The next word is still. Still means something continues to be true or continues to happen. You can say, I'm still working. Are you still waiting? Or, it's still raining. Repeat. I'm still waiting for my order. Our next word is soon. Soon means in a short time. You can say, I'll call you soon. Dinner will be ready soon. Or, see you soon. Repeat, I'll be there soon. The next word is later. Later means after the present time or after another time. You can say, I'll do it later. Call me later, or we can talk later. Repeat, I'll text you later. Our next word is today. Today means the current day. You can say, I'm busy today. What are you doing today? Or, the weather is nice today. Repeat, I have a lot to do today. The next word is tomorrow. Tomorrow means the day after today. You can say, I'll see you tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow? Or, the meeting is tomorrow. Repeat, I have an appointment tomorrow morning. Our next word is yesterday. Yesterday means the day before today. You can say, I worked late yesterday. What did you do yesterday? Or, I bought this yesterday. Repeat, I went shopping yesterday. Now, let's practice a health situation using several of these words. Imagine you wake up feeling sick. You have a headache and feel weak. You call work and say you are not feeling well. Then you make a doctor's appointment. The doctor tells you to rest, drink plenty of water, and take some medicine. You stop at the pharmacy on the way home. Later, a friend texts you and asks, Are you feeling better? You reply, A little. I'm still tired, but the headache is better. Notice how sick, headache, weak, doctor, appointment, rest, water, medicine, pharmacy, feeling, better, still, and tired all work together naturally. Repeat some useful health phrases. I don't feel well. I have a headache. I think I should see a doctor. I need to pick up some medicine. I'm feeling a little better. I just need some rest. These simple sentences can help you explain common health situations clearly. Now, imagine a restaurant situation. You meet a friend at a restaurant after work. The server brings the menu and asks what you would like to drink. You say, I'll have water, please. You look at the menu and ask, Is the chicken spicy? The server says it is a little spicy but very popular. You decide to order it. Your friend orders a salad and some soup. When the food arrives, you taste your meal and say, This is delicious. At the end, you ask, Could we get the check, please? You pay with a card and leave a tip for the server. Repeat the restaurant phrases, Could I see the menu, please? I'll have water. Is this dish spicy? I'd like to order the chicken. This is delicious. Could we get the check, please? These 6 sentences can help you manage many restaurant situations. Now, imagine a travel situation. You have a flight tomorrow morning, so you pack your luggage the night before. You check your passport, flight time, hotel reservation, and airport transportation. In the morning, you leave home early because you do not want to be late. At the airport, you discover that your flight is delayed. You stay calm, check the information, and wait. When the flight finally leaves, you feel relieved. After arriving, you collect your luggage and travel to your hotel. At the front desk, you say, Hi, I have a reservation under the name Emma. The employee checks your information and gives you your room key. Repeat a few useful travel phrases. I have a reservation. What time does the flight leave? My flight has been delayed. Where can I pick up my luggage? How far is the hotel from the airport? I booked the room online. These phrases are simple, practical, and easy to reuse. Now, let's review feelings through a real situation. Imagine you have an important job interview. Before the interview, you feel nervous and a little worried. You take a few slow breaths and try to stay calm. During the interview, you answer the questions clearly. When it finishes, you feel relaxed. Later that afternoon, you receive a call saying you got the job. Now you feel excited, happy, and surprised. One situation can include nervous, worried, calm, relaxed, excited, happy, and surprised. Repeat. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to stay calm. I feel much more relaxed now. I'm really excited. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm honestly surprised. These are useful ways to describe emotions naturally. Now, let's do a rapid vocabulary recall challenge. I'll describe the word, and you say it before I give the answer. A place where you buy medicine. Pharmacy, a professional who treats illness. Doctor, something you take to help treat sickness. Medicine, the feeling of needing sleep or rest. Tired, physical activity for health. Exercise, feeling positive and pleased. Happy, feeling concerned about something. Worried, feeling enthusiastic about something. Excited, feeling peaceful and not upset. Calm, feeling pressure from too many demands. Stressed, continue, water falling from the sky. Rain, something that protects you from rain. Umbrella, weather with lots of sunshine. Sunny, weather with many clouds. Cloudy, a place where you pay to eat food. Restaurant, a list of restaurant food and drinks. Menu, the person who serves your meal. Server, extra money left for good service. Tip, the restaurant bill in American English. Check. Continue, a journey by airplane. Flight, the place airplanes arrive and leave. Airport, bags used during travel. Luggage, an official international travel document. Passport, a place where travelers stay. Hotel, an arrangement made before you arrive. Reservation, to reserve something in advance. Book, to stop a planned activity from happening. Cancel, something happening later than planned. Delay. Now, let's practice frequency words. Listen and repeat. I always brush my teeth before bed. I usually drink coffee in the morning. I often walk after dinner. I sometimes order food online. I never leave my keys in the car. These frequency words help you talk naturally about routines and habits. Now, make 5 sentences about your own life. Use always in the first sentence. Use usually in the second. Use often in the third. Use sometimes in the fourth. Use never in the fifth. For example, I always check my phone in the morning. I usually eat breakfast at home. I often listen to music while I work. I sometimes meet friends after work. I never drink coffee late at night. Your sentences can be completely different. Now, let's practice words that help you talk about time. I already ate. This means eating happened before now. I haven't eaten yet. This means eating has not happened, but it may happen. I'm still eating. This means the action continues. I'll eat soon. This means after a short time. I'll eat later. This means sometime after now. Repeat the contrast. I already finished my work. I haven't finished yet. I'm still working. I'll finish soon. I'll call you later. If you understand these small-time words, your everyday English becomes much more precise. Now, let's combine many words into one final daily life practice story. Listen carefully and picture the day as it happens. Yesterday, I woke up earlier than usual because I had a busy schedule. I got dressed, made breakfast, and checked the weather. It was cloudy and cool, and the forecast said it might rain, so I put an umbrella in my bag. I left home at 8 and drove toward work. Traffic was heavy, but I arrived on time. I had 2 meetings in the morning and answered several emails. Around noon, I started feeling tired and hungry. So I joined a coworker for lunch at a restaurant near the office. At the restaurant, we looked at the menu and ordered our food. I chose a fresh salad and some soup, and my coworker ordered something spicy. The food was delicious, and the service was good, so we left a tip. After lunch, I went back to work. During the afternoon, I received a message from my doctor's office reminding me about an appointment. I had completely forgotten about it, so I checked my schedule again. Luckily, I was free after 5. When I finished work, it had started raining. I took my umbrella and walked to my car. On the way to the doctor, traffic was worse than before, and I started to feel stressed because I thought I might be late. I called the office and explained the situation. They said, "No problem, drive safely." That helped me feel calmer. I arrived about 5 minutes late and apologized. After the appointment, the doctor told me everything looked fine, but suggested that I get more rest and exercise more often. On the way home, I stopped at a pharmacy to buy a few things. Then I remembered that I needed groceries. So I went to the store next door. I bought milk, bread, fruit, eggs, and vegetables. Some items were on sale, which was good because I'm trying to save money. At the checkout, I paid with my card, took the receipt, and carried the bags to my car. When I got home, I was tired but relaxed. I put the groceries in the kitchen, changed my clothes, and made a simple dinner. While I was eating, a friend texted me and asked if I was available this weekend. She was planning a short trip and invited me to join her. I was surprised because we had not traveled together in a long time. I checked my schedule and realized I was free. I replied, "That sounds like a great idea. Let's talk about it tomorrow." Later that evening, we called each other and started planning the trip. We looked at hotels online, compared prices, and found an affordable room near the airport. We booked the hotel and checked the flight options. One flight was cheaper, but it left very early in the morning. The other was more expensive but had a better schedule. We decided to choose the later flight because it would be less stressful. Before going to bed, I made a short list of things I needed to remember: passport, charger, clothes, medicine, and a few personal items. I set my alarm, charged my phone, and put my keys on the table so I would not forget them. I was excited about the trip, but I was also tired from the long day. I turned off the light, got into bed, and fell asleep quickly. Now, think about how many everyday vocabulary words appeared naturally in that one story. Morning routine words, work words, restaurant words, health words, weather words, shopping words, transportation words, communication words, money words, planning words, travel words, and feeling words all connected together. That is how real English works. You rarely use vocabulary in isolated categories. During one normal day, you move from home to work, from messages to meetings, from shopping to food, from transportation to plans, and from feelings to decisions. Now, try to retell the story without copying it exactly. Start with, "Yesterday, I had a busy day." Then explain what happened in the morning, at work, after work, and in the evening. Use whichever words you remember. Even if your retelling is much shorter, it is excellent practice because you are forcing your brain to retrieve vocabulary actively. Let's finish the practice with a personal speaking challenge. Describe your normal day using as many everyday words from this masterclass as possible. You might begin with your alarm, bed, morning routine, shower, clothes, breakfast, coffee, and phone. Then talk about leaving home, traffic, work, meetings, messages, lunch, shopping, money, transportation, friends, family, exercise, weather, dinner, and bedtime. Try to speak for at least 2 minutes without stopping. You can begin like this. I usually wake up around 7. My alarm goes off, and I get out of bed. I take a shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, and make breakfast. I usually have eggs and coffee. Then I check my phone. Grab my keys and leave home. I drive to work, but traffic is sometimes heavy. I start work around 9, check my email, and look at my schedule. I usually have a few meetings during the day. At lunch, I either bring food from home or go to a restaurant with a coworker, then continue into the afternoon and evening. After work, I sometimes stop at the grocery store. I buy fruit, milk, bread, and other things I need. I try to check the prices and save money. Then I go home, change my clothes, make dinner, and relax. Sometimes I call a friend or watch something on my phone. If the weather is nice, I go for a walk. Before bed, I check my schedule for tomorrow, set my alarm, charge my phone, and get ready to sleep. Now, change the story so that it describes yesterday instead of your usual routine. Change I wake up to I woke up. Change I go to I went. Change I buy to I bought. Change I meet to I met. Change I drive to I drove. Change I eat to I ate. This allows you to practice vocabulary and past tense storytelling at the same time. You can also describe tomorrow. Say, tomorrow, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to have breakfast, go to work, finish an important project, buy groceries, and meet a friend for dinner. One set of vocabulary can help you talk about your routines, your past experiences, and your future plans. The goal is not to memorize all 300 words in one sitting. The goal is to become familiar with them, hear them in useful sentences, and start using them in situations that are connected to your own life. Choose 20 words that feel especially useful to you. Write one sentence for each word. Then, later today or tomorrow, try to say those sentences without looking at your notes. After that, choose another 20 words. You can group them by situation. For example, choose transportation words and describe a trip across town. Choose shopping words and describe buying groceries. Choose restaurant words and imagine ordering a meal. Choose work words and describe a busy workday. Choose health words and explain how you would talk to a doctor. Choose travel words and describe getting ready for a flight. Remember that vocabulary becomes stronger through repeated use. Hearing a word once gives you recognition. Hearing it many times helps you understand it faster. Saying it in a sentence helps you retrieve it. Using it in a personal story helps you own it. The more connections you build around a word, the easier it becomes to remember and use naturally. So when you review words such as appointment, traffic, receipt, available, crowded, pharmacy, reservation, worried, delicious, schedule, luggage, customer, delivery, healthy, message, discount, direction, neighbor, exercise, and relaxed, do not only repeat the definitions. Create a small situation around each word. For appointment, say, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. For traffic, say, I was late because of traffic. For receipt, say, I kept the receipt in my bag. For available, say, are you available Friday afternoon? For crowded, say, the train was crowded this morning. For pharmacy, say, I need to stop at the pharmacy after work. For reservation, say, I made a hotel reservation online. For worried, say, I was worried about the interview. For delicious, say, the food was delicious. For schedule, say, my schedule is busy today. For luggage, say, my luggage is too heavy. For delivery, say, my delivery should arrive tomorrow. For healthy, say, I'm trying to eat healthier food. For message, say, I sent you a message this morning. For discount, say, I got a discount on the jacket. For direction, say, I think we're going in the wrong direction. For neighbor, say, my neighbor is very friendly. For exercise, say, I need to exercise more often. For relaxed, say, I feel relaxed after a long walk. Now, create your own sentences for 5 words without copying my examples. Take your time, choose any 5 words you remember. Say the word, then say one complete sentence. If you cannot remember a sentence immediately, imagine a real situation where you might need that word. The context will often help the sentence come naturally. Finally, try one last challenge. Speak for 1 minute about your morning, 1 minute about your work or study routine, 1 minute about shopping or food, 1 minute about transportation, 1 minute about your feelings and health, and 1 minute about plans or travel. You do not need advanced grammar. Focus on using clear, useful everyday words in complete sentences. This will help turn the vocabulary from this lesson into language you can actually use. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this vocabulary masterclass. Today, you practiced 300 useful English words for everyday life, along with natural sentences, real-life situations, listening practice, and speaking exercises. Remember, you do not need to memorize every word at once. Keep reviewing the words, repeat the example sentences aloud, and try to use the vocabulary when you talk about your own daily routine. The more you use these words in real situations, the more naturally they will become part of your English. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to English in Minutes 2.0, and press the bell icon so you do not miss our daily English learning lessons. Keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep using English every day. I'm Emma, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care, and keep improving your English.